2, go.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Dunces and Discord. You may have seen us do the pilot session 0 last time. This time we return with session 1. We have a regular group now going. Dunces and Dragons will become a thing. Did I just call it Dunces and Discord just now?
Dunces and Dragons.
No, you said the right thing.
I said it. Okay, yeah, Dunces and Dragons. You'll notice that the Roll20 name is still called Dunces and Discord. Ignore that. We're called Dunces and Dragons now for good reason. Today, unfortunately, we have a player who can make it. Bo the Ranger will not be making it, so we will also wait, hold on. I think Neville Cranstone will also not make it, so we'll only be playing with 3 players today. Now, on the last session or episode, a summary of what happened. Our adventurers met up in the Bearside Tavern in Ellum. Some just fresh arrived. Some have already been here for a few weeks. They got on something called the Death Cart, which is essentially one of the most quickest form of transportations for beginners, beginner adventurers, intrepid adventurers to go to Oak Court, which is a border town next to this gigantic plot of land just full of ruins, called the Ruins, of course, called the Ruins, which were left over from an event called the Fall.
How about the Rim?
Yeah, so the Rim is the edge of the ruins. That's why they call it the Rim. Because nobody really goes deep into the ruins. It's not only foolish, it's essentially impossible to get out once you go in there. Because if you stay in the ruins for more than one night, there's no guarantee you'll ever survive and make it back. Because the ruins have a very special property again. Overnight, the ruins will sometimes randomize its locations and swap out buildings in and out. That's why no ruin ever looks the same. There have been incidents where a person discovered a ruin they might have been inside once, but it's re-inhabited. Some of the rooms have swapped out. Everything changes overnight, basically. And overnight, that's when the real threat comes, which is like the monsters of the ruins and beings that you really don't want to know about come out of the ruins and try and attack Oak Court and basically not flood, but they roam the surrounding areas outside the Rim. At night, that's when things really go down.
Doesn't it endanger any people outside of Old Court?
No, not really. There aren't any settlements really near the ruins at all in any other parts. Old Court is pretty much the first settlement that has been so close.
So like all these creatures doesn't go out a certain boundary?
No, they pretty much just roam like a select few kilometers outside of the Rim.
Oh, okay.
Is there a reason why?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. It's a mystery.
Nobody really knows. And there are certainly institutions in Ellum whose people are just like, we want to study this. So then people just go like, heck no, it's super dangerous. Do you want to die?
Wise people.
Yes.
Don't want to die.
Very wise. But Oak Court is pretty much a settlement. It's like a small town with these really, really high walls made of wood and spikes and very put together defenses, but it's stood there for quite some time already.
How long has it been there?
People I mean, if you ask around, they'll tell you, but I think it's probably been there for around 1 or 2 years.
Just 1 or 2 years?
Probably. Before this, it's always been it's always been people coming to the ruins, set up their own like merchant camps, or like big caravan camps, and they just stay there, and then they have to like fend themselves in the night, which like almost always resulted in casualties. So a bunch of caravans and merchants were like, hey, let's set up like a town here because Ellum's gonna do jack shit for us. So they made a wall, they made a small town, then defenses got better, then more adventurers came in. I think we talked about this last session as well. But Oak Court is...
Like, why did the corpse card get people in? Like, who's sponsored and why?
Yeah, it's called the corpse card, not the death card. The corpse card is something that's sponsored by Ellum because Ellum realized that Oak Court does bring money, and people going adventurers going to Oak Court does bring money. So they essentially just made like a small service where it's like, get on like this card that we given you so they can get there like.
It's like a tour bus that you never return.
Basically, it's like a one-way bus
to Hotel California.
Okay, we'll leave it there.
Yes.
Yeah, because it makes sense to do that since Ellum, if not Ellum's ports would just be filled with random immigrating adventurers of tourists. Yeah, adventurers of tourists who just like stay there too long and they'll flood the port and they'll just hold up business. So there's like, can you like leave Elum like quicker if we give you like this thing that lets you leave quicker?
That is quite clever of them. It's just like, you want to go there? Okay, we send you there.
We're just gonna send you there and solve this problem right quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically the summary of Elum's history. There was an incident called the Fall way back like more than a century ago when there was a war. Essentially, something like a floating island dropped from the skies, and these are the ruins now. It's full of like magical energies, artifacts, unknown things. But because of that as well, you have a bunch of unknown threats. Yeah. On the previous session, you guys entered a tavern called, you discovered now, called the Sword and Bottle, owned by a man named Aben. After some rough housing and some dicking around, essentially, you found walking in a halfling named Mally, M-A-L-Y, who offered to sell Aben a map, which a partially charted map of a ruin that was just discovered on very, very close on the edge of the rim. On the edge of the rim. And he told Aben, this is a good deal, I'll sell it to you. Nobody's excavated or explored it yet because it has no light inside at all. It's like completely dark. So dark vision will not help you at all inside. It's completely dark. That's why he said like nobody's explored it.
Magical darkness?
Don't people have torches?
Yeah, people have torches. People
pretty sure I saw a torch stand.
People do have torches.
When you say dark vision doesn't help, does it mean?
So yeah, in complete darkness, dark vision cannot see anything at all.
Yep.
Dark vision only allows you to perceive in slightly lit darkness, as in light is still flowing in from somewhere.
Yeah.
So let's say if you are, I'll bring up the map for you guys so that you see it. If you look at the map, you'll see on the bottom right, there's some stairs. That's where you come down from into the dungeon. So I think on that stretch of the corridor, you can still use the dark vision. Everything will look lit, practically lit for like a person who has dark vision. But the moment, I think, if you go through those doors on the right or further down the corridor, when less and less light pours in from from ground level, that's when your dark vision becomes less and less useful because there is like zero light for you to perceive.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, if you have superior dark vision, that's different. Superior dark vision will let you see in complete darkness.
That's that drow shit.
Yeah, that's the drow stuff.
But they can't see well in night.
Yeah, they hate light. They're essentially all of us right now at night in our rooms on the computer.
It's alright. I got my dancing lights and
I
actually don't have any torches.
As you pointed out, there is
in fact
a torch stand outside in the square.
I have torches.
And there's also a stand full of ropes.
Nice. Like free?
So no, it's a place called Literary Rope, and it's made with rope.
Yeah, literally like this like rundown shack, this tiny booth that's made of like discarded wood, and it's been nailed together. And then there's like a sign that's made of with like nails that have been hammered into the wood, and then they tied rope around the nails to form the letters ROPE.
A rope shop. Cool.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's basically where we left off. You're still in tavern right now. You're still in the Sword and Bottle. Aben is still behind the counter. His mustache.
Melly just left, I guess.
Yeah. Melly is kind of just like drank a little bit of his beer. Got down and walked into like the crowd or something. You don't really know where he went because he's so tiny.
Did he tell us like where this place actually is?
Yeah, he said that on the back of the map there. On the back of the map, there's some instructions on how to get to it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
So,
it's got some landmarks you don't really understand.
Yeah, because we haven't been here before.
Yeah, but he implied that you can probably just walk around and like ask people or something like that, or you can ask him.
Actually, why don't we ask Aben? Like,
Oh yeah, you can if you want.
I mean, you know,
I see in
Aben
front of
would
you.
have been pleased that we got rid of the person that sold the map.
Sure.
Is he happy?
I don't know.
Sure.
We can ask.
Eben looks normal. He looks a little bit busy. He's just washing cups, and he's trying to prepare drinks for everybody else. You can see his back is towards you. He's pouring out several beers right out to other people. Ill to other people. What do you want to say?
Hang on.
Wait, so like this is continuation
Yeah.
from last time?
Yeah,
Direct
pretty much.
continuation.
It's pretty much
So
immediately
Cecil is
after.
looking at the map and then look at Mary there, who is like beside him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, if you guys want, right, we can run like a downtime for you guys because I would like you guys to run.
Oh, this before we
preparations
meet up,
faster.
kind of thing.
Yeah. If you guys want to split up and do your own preparations, if that's a thing you want to do.
I think
Yeah.
she's gonna ask Cecil first.
Because like now we are not actually a group yet.
Yeah. So we don't know each other
Yeah.
that
So
well.
so to explain Neville's and Bo's disappearance. Let's just say they were just like, I'm just gonna go and book a room and rest up or something like that, or like I'm gonna go and look up Old Court and stuff like that.
Okay.
And they kind of just like
Left.
Yeah.
walked away.
I don't think we've met Neville, so
We haven't met Neville
you
yet.
guys haven't met Neville yet. You guys haven't met Neville yet, in fact.
Maybe
So
you can
yeah.
introduce
Okay.
him like when he
So
comes.
so I'm gonna start talking to Cecil, but Bart. So what is this you've got there?
It's a map. Can't you see?
Oh yeah, you guys definitely saw him dealing for the map.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
You
sure
guys saw the
Mary
whole
Death
thing.
helped.
Yeah, Mary Death
Yeah,
helped,
exactly.
but it's more like trying to get in now because they don't know each other.
Yeah.
It's like,
System is like, it's a map. Can't you see it? It's a map.
well,
You want to
given-
join?
do you have a party?
And you see Cecil looks up and down. Is like, yeah, you look pretty strong. Are you like seasoned adventurer?
I've been around. I used to be on the ships a lot, but now I found myself with
Ship.
some really interesting people. You
Okay.
you've spoken to one of the people that I rode in with.
Who?
This strange fellow. She points to the guy in the hood, Nerif.
Therefore, you do
I
it.
think the Rangers left.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I think they're pointing towards you, Nerif. Like, what's
Yeah.
Nerif
Oh.
doing there?
So it's like I came in with him, and I came in with the guy that tried to give you money.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. So
Nerif, I really want to ask though, like, what are you doing when they point at you?
Are you with that guy?
we rode in together.
Oh, okay. Well, he's a bit of rude person, but never mind. Who did you come with? Who
Well,
else did you come with?
there was this other two people. I think Gillen and Tane, as well as again she points to Nerif.
Is
Nerif
Nerif
is looking
coming in?
around the just looking around the tavern.
I guess we should go up
Okay.
to him.
In his new surroundings.
Cecil looks at Nerif. He's like, "Wait a minute.
Do you know
He
him?
looks-
You were here.
You look familiar.
Yes, we met in Elom.
That useless diviner I met last time.
Oh, so you've met him?
Nice seeing you here. I guess. Met him sometime, asking about his divining skills, quotation mark.
This one patronized my stand a few times.
Hi.
Yes, wasting my money. But anyway, you come with him, right? Good. Two people. That's right. That should be fine. He mumbles to himself. Yeah, do you want to explore this map, this
Well,
place together?
Well, I was thinking that'd be a good idea, considering
But
we just came here.
One thing is, I paid for this map a bigger card if we find.
A little bit.
I'm sorry, you sort of dropped out.
Oh. thing is, I paid for this map, so it's reasonable that I get a bigger cut if we find something, right?
If that's so, if that's what you wish, I'm sure that can be arranged.
It's customary for adventurers that want a bigger cut to have first dibs.
Of course.
Okay, good. You guys are in. Okay.
Where are you staying right now?
Here.
Here. Are the accommodations nice?
Have you guys even paid for accommodations yet? No.
Not yet. No. We just ate.
No.
Okay.
We ate. That's it.
And then Cecil's like, I've been in better places.
Well, you look well-to-do yourself, so I'm pretty sure. But is it livable? I mean, I've been swabbing the decks for a really long time, so...
It's definitely livable. Could have asked for more, like, better, like, a pillow and softer beds, but yeah, it's good. I think it's the best tavern around here, if that means anything.
Right then. How about you? How long have you been traveling?
You mean here? Few
here
days?
And otherwise being an adventurer?
Oh, no, I'm not really much of an adventurer. You see, and then he points to his up. I perform.
I'm sure they'd been pleased to have heard you perform, considering everything's so bleak around here.
I like the utter silence before you replied.
It's like I perform. Yeah, one more thing. We just got in, and do you know where we could buy a bunch of stuff?
So she just points out there, somewhere.
Just generally. Right.
Yeah, the market.
Well
There's
then.
a lot of people around here. There's a lot of merchants. Just look around. You're not babies anymore.
Well, thinking you've been here for 2 days, surely you'd have found something.
Nothing useful for me, unfortunately. So I don't look at them anymore.
Right.
Nothing up my alley.
So, considering you have the map, when do you want to go out?
I think it's wise for us to gather information before blindly going in and die. You know.
Cecile, now, can you roll me intelligence? Actually, no. Holy crap!
What do you want?
Let me look at your character sheet. I gotta look at your skills again. I keep forgetting these things.
What do you need?
Hold on. History, deception, insight. Roll me insight, actually.
Okay.
We're lying to you.
This is realizing something too late. Okay, that's a 21?
That's
a
if
6.
I get advantage.
That's a 6?
Yeah, this rolling with.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, this makes sense. So if you rolled higher, you would have known this sooner. But you just realized this the moment Merideth asks you about the time, and you realize that this might have been a bad deal. So here's the thing, right? This map is great and all. It's amazing, but right now, it's about a few hours. It's about like the sun is past midday already. It's already after midday, which means you only have maybe about.
So we need to go now.
Before it like.
Yeah, you
before it
need
changes.
to get there. Yeah, you can get there before tonight.
Okay.
The moment that you need to get there.
How many
before
hours
the sun
do you have
sets.
in? How many hours do we have?
Is it called hours?
Not hours, like.
Anyway,
can we still see some sort of like?
Elom has the technology
lights?
for time. It's fine. I would say by counting, 5 hours.
Okay.
And that's
So
actually no.
does
about
the
3
seal
maybe.
actually realize that?
Yes, you realize now. So the problem is that it's not that you have 5 hours to get to the dungeon. You have 5 hours to prep up, get to the dungeon, clear it, get your stuff, and get out of the dungeon. Because the moment the sun sets, that's when everything gets really bad.
Okay.
I think I did mention it's Morningstar, right? It's
Morningstar.
Yeah.
So
the sun stays up a little bit longer.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. Then you hear him talking, and then suddenly he's like, Oh. Oh, this is yeah.
Right, you look a bit worried, but I didn't get your name.
You can call me Cecile. They call me the Faceless Singer.
Faceless Singer, Cecile. She puts out her hand. Pleasure to meet you, Cecile. My name's Mary. Meredith.
He looks at her and is like, yeah, sure. Nice to meet you. And then he holds her hand. Shake.
Shake.
But
okay.
You realize his hand is a bit cold. He's like that. Yeah.
You've got the hands of death.
Yeah,
is that normal?
It's normal. Yeah, it's normal. Everyone says that for some reason.
It's kind of like touching the hands of somebody who's in air conditioning for way too long.
Yes.
In other words, my hands. Like, literally.
Just like in every lecture hall, you find this to this hand like that.
And then Cecile turns to Nerif. He's like, I guess we are together now for now. And he holds up his hand.
Pleased to be with you once again.
And he
shakes the hand.
Awkwardly shakes. Anyway, I just realized something.
Time is short.
Yeah, I heard that the dungeons around here will change every night. And we don't have much time left.
Indeed.
Do you guys need a lot of preparation time? Are you guys ready to go?
Well, I just need to go find a replacement for my weapon because it's a bit janky.
I just need to buy some torches and other
you don't really have much
adventuring
time
gear.
to shop.
Yeah, so my advice is that you guys plan out who wants to get what, who wants to do what right now. Then we'll do a very quick like montage of all of you doing your things.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I need to replace my great axe with a battle axe and shield.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
And Nerif?
You guys want to discuss it among you guys?
I just need a few torches and the components for Find Familiar, which is 10 GP of like herbs and stuff.
Okay.
Magical reagents, pretty much. Is there a place like that? Did I see one on the way to the inn?
No, you did not see one on the way to the inn.
I see. Okay. Looking at knowing that Cecile is a bard. Cecile, do you know of anywhere where one can buy magical reagents in this town?
Those kind of
Okay.
things are weird.
Yeah, hold on, yeah, I'm gonna look this up for you. So Cecile, you have actually heard of a small, very dinky little magic shop
Beach
here.
corner.
It's in, let me see if I can ping this for you. It's about here. Wait, how do I ping again?
You
right,
click
just
on the
hold
mouse
around here.
icon, yeah.
Yeah, around
okay.
here on the bottom there.
It's a
okay.
small, dingy room.
Yeah, it's like half that building is essentially. It's a half thing. But it is called the Mixing Salt.
Ah, okay.
It's owned by a person named it's owned by a person called it's named by a person called I'm having trouble pronouncing this name I wrote. It's owned by a person called Celadil. Celadil.
Celabil.
Celadil. Celadil.
Celadil or Celadil.
Yes. Like celery, but it's Celadil.
You really like celery.
Celadil.
Type it into the chat thing.
Yeah. She is
Celadil?
She's a miss.
Miss Celadil.
She's an elf, and she runs practically like not the only magic shop here, but it's like the best one you can find for like.
Alright.
the
Is it
prices
like
for,
good stuff? Do I know it's like good quality stuff compared to Elon?
It's essential things for an affordable price.
They should have the
Nothing will
stuff.
ever be Ellum. Nothing can ever be the magic shops in Ellum. Because Ellum is literally the magical
Yes.
city.
Alright, I'll just head over there first. On
Yeah,
the way I
you
pick
can go
up
there.
like 5 torches from the torch stand.
Yeah, I want to ask, the lamp in my diplomat's pack, right? Which kind of lamp is that?
It's
a lamp.
It's
It's a lamp.
like, does it
vegetable
help
oil,
with-
a wick.
does it help with like
I'll read the description of the lamp. A lamp casts a bright light in a 15-foot radius and a dim
Oh.
light for an additional 30 feet.
It's essentially
Once lit,
a
it
fire
burns
lamp
for 6
basically.
hours.
it's just very fire?
Yeah, it's just a fire lamp. It's not fairy fire. Like it's legit like vegetable oil. You like light it on like a wick.
I think
and then
I
So
don't need
it's-
to get.
It's
Yeah.
literally Hari Raya specials.
Yes, yes.
I mean, it's like
it's like a magic
the
lamp, but not
You
magic.
know the lamp you saw in Amnesia: The Descent.
Yeah,
Basically,
that lamp, right?
Yeah, basically.
I think that's good enough to be in a dungeon. Do I need to get
it's
torches?
definitely.
I
enough
have
to
10
do.
torches.
Yeah.
I would
It's okay.
advise. I would
I know,
advise.
Do I
fine.
need to buy torches?
Hmm?
I'll buy
Probably-
5.
But like,
Just
Cecil
to
has a
have my own,
fancy lamp
in
and he
case.
doesn't need to buy any torches.
I would.
Oh,
I
but-
would
but
really
what if-
advise you buy some fuel. However, that is quite important.
He has 2 flasks of oil.
Okay.
What if you fall
That's good.
over and the lamp spills everywhere?
I have 5 sheets of paper.
I don't see how that helps.
It'll be flammable paper.
Yeah, nah. I won't burn my paper, of course. I have other stuff.
Okay, cool. Go buy the torches and then head over to the medic shop. Yay!
Yay.
I have light
should
though. I have
we-
light cantrip.
So am I assuming that we're running with Nerif's narrative here first?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, go.
Mary would like to follow them around so that she can get to know her team members now, because she would like to trust them.
Okay.
I guess Cecil is like, he leads the way to the shop, I guess.
Okay. Let me see.
Yeah, I have light cantrip, so I'm not afraid
Okay.
of no light.
Nerif, you and the group, you're basically led by Cecile for a moment. Down over here, out the tavern. You turn left and you turn right. It's like the square is big. It's got like dust, mud, and sand, and everything's like settled. But the moment you walk down the alleyway, you can see beneath you there's like broken cobblestone, essentially. Broken cobblestone and brick and like muddy water everywhere. It's like you're walking down like really bad alleyways in London.
Yeah, Cecil has this like disgusted look.
Yeah, you there's like a rat that just like runs across the place, and you can hear above you like crows just going like.
Don't come here often.
Anyways.
I
Yeah.
hate this place, to be honest.
I can see that.
As you go down to the second alleyway, turn right. The buildings here have like almost the same pattern. They're made of like simple stone and wood. They definitely weren't like built by people who were paid well, and they weren't built with the best materials. But as you round the corner down the alleyway, you can see suddenly like this light being casted in like different colors. The other way. So you're out the tavern and you go here first. They go here, and then you go here. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna bring you guys here. Okay. Just the arrows. But yeah, as you round the corner, you can see that there's this small sign that's shedding bright, colorful lights. You don't know how it's doing it, but it looks like tubes of glass that's kind of like interconnected and drawn into the logo of what looks like a mortar and pestle. But the pestle instead of being like a grinding little like pestle and mortar, instead of getting like the little grinding stone thing that you get, instead it's like a salt shaker, and it's shaking salt into the mortar itself basically. And there's no text, but there's no text until you get to the door. It's a very clean, very unusually clean door with a metal sign on it that has etched into it that says the mixing salt. And then down there it says magical solutions and remedies for oak court.
The mixing salt.
Yes, the mixing salt. And down there it says magical solutions and remedies for oak court.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Let's go in.
The face of the shop is essentially it's very clean white brick. It has no windows. it's like the whole shop is like super clean in the front until it like reaches the ground where it's like suddenly like muddy water again.
Ah, okay.
You go in.
Yes.
There is no doorknob.
Oh, I knock.
Okay, yeah, you knock on the door. You hear on the inside someone just says, "Come in."
I push the door.
Okay, you push the door, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the door slowly creaks open inwards, and inside you're suddenly given the sight of like a completely different place to what you expected Oak Court to be. The first thing you notice is that you step into like a really warm, fragrant atmosphere. You can smell like scents in the air. It's got this very clean,
smells like magic.
brown wooden flooring. There is, you're pretty sure it's mahogany or some kind of fancy wood. There's like brown color wooden shelves everywhere with like no glass panels preventing things from falling out. You can see neat little labels going row by row saying potions to poisons to herbs to poisonous herbs. There is a very nice looking, very small, maybe about 2.5 feet long, maybe 1 feet wide, a very small table in the very middle of like the room on top of a carpet that has all sorts of tools and scientific beakers and stuff like that on display. You can see things are boiling away, and hanging from the ceiling you can see little bunches of herbs of sage, of what looks like rosemary, and different more herbs that are more common to like a mage's like lab, things that you don't really see in these parts of the world. They're definitely imported. And on the other side, walking out of a back room that's covered in a curtain of beads, walking out, you see what looks like slender fingers that's like perfectly like trimmed and things, and like very not super pale, but like very nice light skin color. And peeling out, you see this sharp heart face woman with like very almond-shaped eyes, a long shapely nose, painted red lips, and what looks like pale blonde hair that's been pulled back like very tightly into like a bun in the back. She's dressed in what looks like a long dress of sorts that's sort of purple in color with like white trimmings. And she kind of walks out with her hands kind of folded in, and she just kind of says, "Welcome to the mixing salt."
Thank you. Oh,
she kind of just looks at you and say thank you. It's like, just like patiently waiting.
And out of character,
Mhm.
the spell Find Familiar says that the reagents must be consumed by fire in a brass brazier.
Yes.
Would that be the kind of thing I'd have on me, or does that have to be in a magic shop such as this?
No, you do not have a brazier on you. It's
Okay.
probably in the magic shop. Hold on, I look for a brazier. What does it even look like again?
It's not in the magic.
How do you spell it?
It's not in the item.
Yeah, how do you spell it?
B-R-A.
B-R-A?
B-R-A. Z-I-E.
I'm pretty sure the tavern has it.
A brazier, a portable heater consisting of pan or stand for holding heated coals. Yeah, it's essentially just like medieval books and you're talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm guessing it's telling you to essentially drink something that's like super hot.
Yes. No, I think it's like I burn all the stuff and then say the ritual words, and then the familiar comes out of the fire or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so for like in your setting, would I be able to cast Find Familiar out in the field, or do I have to come back to the town and cast it at a shop?
Oh, you can definitely cast it out in the field. Like there's no conditions that tell you have to cast it in like a stable setting. No such thing. The only problem is that you need a brazier. That's the thing.
All right. Did the lady introduce herself as Celadil? Or did she just say welcome?
Before you say anything, she kind of just looks at you when you say thank you and I'm here to get things. And she says, "My name is Saladin. I am the keeper of the mixing salt." I see you are. I see you and your friends are here to look for magical remedies or solutions of some kind. I'm willing to always help you.
I walk into the shop and look around. A very nice establishment you have here. I'm actually looking for the reagents for a spell, Find Familiar.
Oh, you seek a familiar on your travels. Perhaps you're entering the ruins. I have just what you need. Of course, it will cost you. And then she kind of walks behind a counter. You can see she's like way too tall to sit down on the counter. She's like way too tall to like sit on the chair for the counter. You can tell. And she kind of like very neatly like bends over and like looks for like this book, this very old age leather-bound book, and she's going through it and looking at like the newest records. And she kind of points to something. Yes, I will be willing to sell you the reagents you need for, say, 12 gold. Will that be agreeable?
Does that include the brazier that the reagents have to be burnt in?
You are free to, of course, use the brazier. And she kind of points towards the fireplace that you didn't notice before. It's kind of like in the corner of a room that you didn't see before just now. And then you can see that there's this. It's against the wall of the entrance, which is obvious. You didn't see a chimney roof. But
okay.
It's a small, homely little fireplace. You can see that there's like a little cat curled up in front of it. And in the fireplace, there's wood that's like lightly burning. And you can see on the side as well, there's what looks like, inside the fireplace, there's what looks like a stand for a pot to be boiling.
All right.
And she kind of just motions to it and says, I'm assuming that a fireplace will suffice for what you're about to use it for?
Yes, indeed. I turn to my companions. How long will it take the two of you to get ready?
I just need to go to the weapon shop, or whatever looks like a weapon shop. Shouldn't take more than half an hour.
And Cecile?
I'm ready to go. Bards don't need much.
Very well. Perhaps I'll come back another time then. When do you close, might I ask?
She's looking through the books for a moment. She looks up. Oh yes, the mixing salt closes at sundown, of course. But I'm always willing to make. I'm always willing to compromise for loyal customers.
Ah, very well. How about this? I will purchase the reagents now. Could you keep it aside for me?
Of course. Of course, payment forward, I'm assuming. And she takes a piece of paper and she writes like a few notes. And your name is again?
Nerif.
Nerif. And she kind of like writes it, and you can see she kind of like dots the quill and puts it back in the inkwell. That will be 12 gold.
I hand over 12 gold.
Okay.
Is it normal? Is it normal for things to cost a little bit extra here because of where we are?
Yes, it is very normal. You have heard of this from like way before you stepped into like a bar in Ellum. You've definitely heard of this because of course so far out 2 gold extra in fact is surprisingly affordable. Like given the situation you're in, you would have charged just like double the price if you wanted.
That 20% extra though. All right. Mm-hmm. I hand over the gold, and then I'll be back either later tonight or tomorrow.
The reagents will be yours when you return.
Thank you. And then I leave.
Okay.
You sure do like strange things.
The ritual takes an hour, so
while you're standing in the room, right? A cat comes up to you and rubs your leg.
Can Meredith be playing with that cat?
I mean, if you want to pat it.
She's like, hey, cat.
It's your choice. It's your choice. I don't control your actions.
she's actively, because she doesn't care what's going on in the background.
What color is it like? Is it a fluffy cat?
It's not very fluffy. It's a little tabby.
Oh.
Tabby. It's a little bit fully grown. It's a brown colored tabby cat. and then it kind of just like wraps around the leg and then walks back to the fireplace when you like go to touch it, and it just like walks away. You're just like, no, please come back. And it just like goes back to the fireplace and just kind of like yawns and just lays there.
Kitty cat.
Ooh.
So he's
Quick
like, oh, that's a
question.
nice
Mhm.
cat.
My starting equipment comes with a book of lore. Is it up to me what lore this book is of?
Yes, please determine what the book of lore is about. Yeah. Just determine what the
Awesome.
book of lore is about. I don't think we say that replace your tarot cards, so yeah, like make it any lore you want, and then just tell me when you're ready.
All right. What about something that's helpful for our excursion into the ruins? Would there be
Would
a
you
book
like
on that or not?
Would you like a basic guide to dungeoneering by one? Let me see who's gonna write this book. By one. Yes, would you like a basic book to dungeoneering by one person called Fari Urin?
Huh. Is it like a specifically magical stuff? I'd like one that's more to do with like arcane magics. Because
In that case, you might want. Do you want it advanced?
Advanced enough that I kind of understand it, but I
Okay.
might not be able to find stuff that easily.
Specifically for identifying artifacts.
Yeah, sure, that works.
Okay. Then you'll want to look for, I think, a history of the ruins by one Kamin Urin.
That sounds perfect.
Very mid and Caribbean.
Yeah, it's by the Urin. It's by the Urin family publications.
Oh, how do you spell that?
Kamin
Urin.
Kamin Urin is Kamin space Urin.
One letter short of something.
No.
What was it again?
Why? Come on. Huh?
What was it again? K-A?
Kamin.
K-A-M-I-N.
Urin space Urin.
Mhm.
You ruined the
Okay.
Why?
I did. I was typing halfway. I was like, huh.
Evil.
Okay.
Evil.
I didn't mean to. But Cecil totally would have said that.
Yes, if it was a seal, yes.
He definitely would have said that.
Yes.
But yeah, this is
the
something.
Urin. Oh god. I must say Urin. The Urin family. The Urin family publications is a renowned family of researchers. Some of them come to Elm and launched a few books about things, but most of them reside outside of Elm on another country, and their books are quite popular for a lot of things.
Oh, sweet. All right, let's go get Mary's weapons.
Let's go get weapons.
Yes.
That way.
Did Mary see any weapons shop or smiths or anything that looks like they trade in weapons on the way in?
I recall that there was a smith when you came into. It's in the square somewhere. There was a smith around there somewhere.
Smith?
Hold on, yeah. Okay, I'm writing down notes. Yeah, but there was a. Okay, there was a shop around here. If you can see where I'm pinging.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
You see it? Yeah, that's where the shop is.
Okay, so they make their
Okay, it
way.
was like right next to us, downtown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
they
but it's like right up there. Okay. I think you guys can definitely complete your. Wait, where's? There's one more portrait. Where'd they go? Oh.
Here it is.
Surprise!
Whew. Just like a magic
Stealth.
trick. Where do you go? Where do you go, Mary?
You can't see me.
Anyways, yeah. Walking back to the smith, you can see that you're once again in the square. There's a bunch of little shacks, selling what this and whatnot. There's a smith, forge outside. You can hear the fire. It's kind of like cooled down right now, and you can see that there is. You can hear the sound of hammering in the very back of the front of this porch, kind of area for smithing.
What does it
And
look
there's a
like?
person- it's just a regular like forge. You can see that there's like this like stone well of what looks like something molten. You're not very familiar with smithing.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see in the back that there's a person, not really hunched, bent over like an anvil, trying to like knock a piece of metal into a more desirable shape of sorts. They're clad in what looks like very heavy leather pants, very risky kind of a linen shirt on the front with what looks like a leather apron.
Does
And,
the
these
smithy
huge leather gloves.
does the shop have a name?
No, you don't see any names on top. It's just a forge apparently.
Aye.
The person on the anvil is wearing what looks like a big metal guard on the front of their face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is he the only one there?
Yeah, the only person there right now.
Okay, so she pops in. She has her she has a great axe on her side, and she drags it on the ground before she goes knock knock with a great axe on a metal thing so that there's noise.
Okay. Can you roll me a dex save?
Dex save.
Not all of us, right?
No, just her. Okay, yeah, that's good
Okay,
enough.
cool.
Yeah. As you go up to the person and you knock your stuff on what do you knock it on again?
Just like some table or a near side anvil just to make the noise saying, "Oh, I'm in here."
Yeah. The moment you do that, you see the blacksmith do like this jerking motion in surprise and go like and they bring the tongue, they like fling the tongue they were holding up, and this like red hot like piece of metal almost gets you right in the face, and they drop the tongs on the floor, and the person just like rips off the metal guard immediately, and they like come to you and they like start patting your arm, and guy goes, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like,
No, it's
you can't
alright.
put me out, I'm so sorry.
It's alright. You were working. I shouldn't have done that.
Burnt my companion's face.
She doesn't know who to look at. She looks at Meredith for a moment, and then she kind of looks behind at Cecil, and then she's kind of like just like looking in between, and then she kind of goes, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry."
What's your name?
And she kind of just says, "Rose, hi."
Rossi. Rossi.
Rose.
Like the wine.
No.
The E with the thingy
Wait,
on
do
top.
you ask her how to spell her name?
Oh, it's a girl.
Yeah,
No,
she's a girl.
she looks rosé, like the wine. That's a very fascinating name for.
She kind of just thinks like, no, it's Brose.
Oh, rose, rosé.
Oh no, it's pronounced rose. The B silent.
Chat. Okay. B silent.
But she kind of just like, but like, are you hurt? Like she kind of like pets your arm. It's like I can. You look fine, but like I think you're okay.
It's like she pets the shoulder. It's alright. You can ignore the bard. He gets a little bit excited. I'm here actually because I have this
Ignore me, huh?
this great axe that I would like to exchange with a battle axe and shield. Do you have any?
She kind of just looks at the battle axe for a moment. She kind of goes, "Can you let me see?"
Go ahead.
First? Like if you yeah, and you just give it to her, and she kind of just like two arms extended, and you drop in her arms, and she kind of like drops. She like hunches a little bit, and then she just like lifts it up, and she kind of just like looks at it here and there. How old is this battle axe, by the way?
Probably like since she got back from the beach, but eight months.
8 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks at it a little bit. She inspects like the little nicks on the side of the axe and like the used handle, and she's kind of just like goes straight for a moment. Okay. Yes. I'm sure. I'm sure I've something I can trade this in for you. If you're okay with it.
Yeah, what's important is I get a shield and a battle axe. Because I'm very used to axes.
Wait. You must ensure that you give us the best one you have.
Okay.
As compensation.
Rose kind of like, you know how big Mary Death is, so Rose has to like lean to the right side out of like
Yes.
Mary Death's point, like look at you, and she kind of looks back at Mary Death and goes like, I mean, it's can you roll persuasion, Cecile?
Okay.
She's making like these noises of like,
Yeah,
I don't know. Oh shit, okay. She kind of goes like, okay, yeah, of course, I'll try and give you, I'll definitely try and give you like the cleanest one I have. I'm so sorry for what happened. I'll definitely help.
Yes,
with
now that's a good merchant. Yes.
The whole time Meredith is just like, let it happen.
that. You're treating her like an animal in the pen.
Just let it happen.
She kind of just like, do you need anything else? I'll go get the things you need right now if you want it.
No, that'll be all. Meredith, by the way, is what my name is.
Oh, okay. She blushes a little bit, just kind of like tiny head meets bigger head, just like Rose. But you already know that.
Good.
Anyways, I'm gonna go and get your things now. And she kind of just like turns around and she like peps this gigantic great axe and like puts it somewhere. And Battle Axe and puts it somewhere, and she just goes and look for like. And then she turns on. What do you need again?
Just a battle axe and a shield, please.
Okay, a battle axe and a shield. Add those to your equipment.
Okay.
She brings out a battle axe and a shield. Small, handled, like dual-sided axe and a good old what looks like a wooden buckler shield. The wooden buckler shield, you can see that there's this like very rough mark in the very front where it looks like she patted it in with what looks like putty. And the battle axe looks, for all intents and purposes, pretty damn clean. Except on one side of the blade, there's like this small nick in the side that's been kind of like grooved and tried and fixed a little bit. You can see that there's been an effort to fix this thing.
Yeah.
And she kind of just goes like, I balanced it, but it's made for more human-sized. It's made for more human-sized warriors, but I'm sure that's fine. These are the finest I have.
She does
this like double-handed like shrug thing, like, are you okay with this?
Cecil gives a raised eyebrow and looks at Mary.
Meredith takes the shield, the battle axe from her, and sort of swings it around a bit within reason. She's not gonna hit anyone. She knows how to use the thing.
Rose like flinches a little bit, but the shield is a little bit small for you, but it should serve well. It's like slightly smaller. The axe is pretty damn fine. It's actually pretty damn well balanced. It's just that like the only problem here is that like these things are like smaller than you're used to.
Rose, aside from they're actually quite small, this is really well balanced. You've been doing this for quite a while.
She kind of like blushes a little bit.
Well done.
Oh, you think? Really? Oh, thanks. Yeah. Like, I mean, I tried my best, and like, I didn't really want to offend you. But do you need anything else?
Well, if you come across maybe a bigger shield next time, I might pop by and speak to you about it. I'll give this one back.
Oh yeah. Sure. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. That's completely fair. Yes.
Look, thank you so much, little one. But I'll be off now.
You're giving it back for free?
It's a trade.
Okay.
Yeah. Rosa's kind of just like she's got this face of like alert for a moment. Like, oh no, but Meredith's okay with it, so she's kind of like, yeah, okay, the guy goes like, that's pleasure, business with you. See you again.
I'll pop by tomorrow to see if you have any better shields, and then we'll do the swap then.
Sure. Yeah, sure, no problem.
She pets Rosé's head like.
She kind of goes like, nah. And she kind of just goes, I got tons of things for you to like try out if you come here and see me next time. Goes like, okay.
Lovely. Okay,
bye.
And then she goes out. She's like, bye.
Just like, yeah. Like if you turn around when you're walking away, you can see that she's kind of like standing there and still trying to like put things back in order, and she's still like looking at you once in a while, and she just like freaking out and trying to put her things back in order.
This Budakachi. She's still sort of swinging the axe around, getting the balance in gear.
Be careful with that.
She's not doing it. Yeah, Cecil.
You're swinging it.
It's like the normal stuff.
It's like when you try out badminton.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Like she's very aware of what's around her because she used to be working on a ship, so she knows where everything is.
Yeah, man. Like be careful with your battle axe. You know.
Spatial awareness, man.
Yeah. Anyways, add battle axe to your character sheet.
And the shield.
Got it.
And the shield. So you got +1 AC when you're wielding it. I think it's +1, right?
For battle
Or is it
axe?
+2?
For shield, it's +2. So armor class.
+2. Okay, very nice.
Armor class is now 15.
Okay, cool. Any other preparations you guys want to make?
Yep. So you know how battle axe is there's a 1d10 as well if you use it two-handed? How do I put that in? Is it damage number 2?
Mark it as versatile, and then give it two-handed versatile. That's the tags you want, and then put a bracket that says 1d10 next to versatile. Versatile means you can go one-handed and two-handed with it without any penalties, but a change in damage.
Okay, I'll figure that one out later.
Both hands hit harder.
Yes. I remember having like the dumbest question given to me was that, what if I put the shield and wrap it around my arm and then I use both hands to hold the battle axe? I was like,
What?
No. I mean, it could work. In theory, I think it could work. I think. Anyways, do you guys have any other preparations?
Nope.
No,
Ready to
I
go.
have my stuff with me. Yeah.
No?
Ooh,
Okay.
I just need to pack some rations and then I'm good.
Sure. If
Oh yeah, speaking of
stand?
rash.
Ration stands?
there was what looked like a shack. Yeah, there's a shack near the smith as you're walking away. You remember seeing this when you're coming in? It's got this like huge grill that's got like this spinning contraption tied to chains. It's just like 2 metal rungs tied on chains, but you can see on it there's like all sort of meat just being like grilled and burned, well,
Do they have
cooked
it in bundles?
over fire. On the front of the shack, you see a side of just piles of raw meat. On the other side, you see stuff that's on like sticks, and there's these things that's like, you can see that as you're walking in there, you can see there's a person in like what looks like a sword in the back with like leather armor, taking what looks like a paper package of like something, and then walking away.
Right.
All right, I'll head over and buy 3 days worth. I'll head over and buy 3 days worth.
Okay. Did somebody else say something just now?
I'll go as well because Cecil realized he ran out of rations.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because Diplomat's pack doesn't have rations.
Yeah, the Scholar's Pack doesn't have it either.
Yeah.
Like, no,
You have to get
no
our
food,
rations.
no torches.
Yeah.
Too bad.
No
The person
water skin
who,
even. Oh no.
Yeah.
person who's staying there is this kind of like
We need to get water skin as
kind of
well.
like dark brown haired man with like a very overgrown like beard, no mustache, which is kind of a bad look. And you can see he's got like this big kind of like bumpy nose, smaller eyes. Almost looks like the brown wizard from Lord of the Rings, except like taller and pudgier, and he kind of looks at you, kind of goes like, "What do you want?"
Oh yeah, out of character, right? Is it normal for people to barter in this kind of stance?
In Old Court, bartering is half a way of life, but people here still prefer to earn gold, definitely.
Cecil do it anyway. Okay, we'll see how it goes.
I just pay 15 silver for 3 rations.
You pay him. Oh, yeah, you pay him 15 silver. And he kind of just like shakes in his hand, and then he kind of just like doesn't like no nonsense. He just like immediately goes to like the grill and like takes some like meat. It's like steaming. You have no idea what this is, by the way. Like he's just putting it as like something that looks like a sausage. And then there's like things that are on like like what looks like a couple of ribs, some dried up meat, and then he just kind of like takes it from. He just kind of takes this thing from like a hanging cauldron, then he just like takes it out with like scoops, like a ladle, and just like puts it on. And you don't know whether it's onions or mushrooms or it's brown.
Does it look burnt?
Sounds edible.
It looks grilled.
Okay, it's not burnt.
It looks very grilled. He just kind of like puts it in like the paper and just like wraps it up with like some string and just like puts it in front of you. And it just says 3 rations. Anything else? Anything else? Okay.
I don't see like a water skin, do I?
No, but you do see there's a cauldron full of boiling water if you want that.
No, that's good.
How much did he say the rations was?
He didn't say anything. Like, he was just paid 15 silver and he gave you 3 rations.
Ah, okay. So it's one.
I'm just going by the PHB.
He kind of like looks like next to you and he goes like, "What do you need?
I want
sausages."
10 of these.
What do you point at? What do you point at?
I point out the sausages and the mushrooms.
And he kind of just goes, he kind of looks at you and goes, yeah, there will be. He kind of like looks at himself for 2 gold.
Why is that so expensive?
You say that, he goes like, he like squints his eyes and then he's like thinking and he goes, 1 gold.
Wait. Give me a second. You just sold these rations, 3, for 15 silvers.
Yeah.
And I bought 10, and you want like 1 gold? Are you mad?
No.
So that means what?
He got like thanks for a moment, and then he like you can see he's like thinking, and then he turns around, and you don't know what he's doing, but he looks like he's like motioning for something or doing something, and he like turns around. 50 silver.
Yeah.
You know, I buy 10. You never get so much rations bought in one day. Well, about let's
10
say
sausages and mushrooms rations. Okay.
Let's say
yeah.
40 then, and I'll buy all of these.
Like, oh wait, how much? What are you pointing at when you say all
And the
of
sausage
these?
and the mushroom, like 10 for 10 days. Like I'll buy these for 40.
For 40. Roll me a persuasion.
Whoa.
Oh wow. Okay. He kind of looks at it. He goes like, okay, yeah, okay, yes, okay.
Yes.
He got like gives you like 3 different packages, and you're like holding it, and you're just like, where do I put this?
I put it in my backpack. I have enough
It's
space.
a little bit stuffy, but yeah, you kind of like stuff it in. Yeah.
Oh, that's pleasure doing business with you. Nice lad you are. And then he gives him the
kind of just looks at you. I'm no lad. I'm 50 years old.
Yes, yes. Nice man you are. There, here, take your money.
He kind of just like takes it. He goes like he like hops a little bit and takes the money.
Okay, then we leave.
Okay. I think that's
gold.
about it for preparations. You have your food, your reagents.
84. 10
and
days
buff
of
out your
rations.
weapons.
Yeah.
So let's take a small 15-minute like quarter break and a little bit break to do our own things.
Yeah, have to add in some stuff.
I can hear vacuuming as well.
Oh, sorry.
Let's come back here at 10:30. That will be when break ends, and then we'll get to the dungeon.
All right.
Is that fine?
Sounds
okay, we'll be back.
awesome.
Awesome.
We're back at 10:30. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Dunces and Dragons. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back to the Dunces and Dragons first session with Trevor players. Right here we have Shah, Ben, and hold on, who plays Kian again? Who plays Cecil again?
Kian.
God dang it, Kian. Yes, Kian. Kian with us for Dunces and Dragons. We left off just now after some preparations to enter the dungeon that has been mapped out very slightly by the halfling that you talked to in the Sword and Bottle Tavern Oak Court. And yeah, we were talking about going to the stables to hire some horses for you to leave.
Yes, we hired
let me just pull up the map. The horses should be in fact, it's actually very, very close. It's I assume hold on, let me see. The top side is where the wall is, so I'm gonna assume that maybe here. This is probably where the stables are. Maybe there's like a back route that gets you out here. And I'm assuming the stables are kind of here. Yeah, about that watchtower. Yeah. And I'm gonna place you guys there. Yeah, you're gonna come up to a. It's like this big building that's just like full of horses. You can see that there's some like very ramshackle, like almost looks like the corpse cart. But it's a little bit more well protected. You can see that's like they're like more like cages constructed out like metal and wood, and even the driver's seat has like metal that's been like basically just chained to it and like nailed to it to make it a little bit more reinforced. The horses themselves look strong and weathered. They're definitely not military grade, but they've definitely seen some service.
Okay.
And as you approach, you can see that there's already another party in front of you. 3 people. One looks like what seems like a mage wearing long robes, who is just desperately trying to like hold the rest of his robes from like dropping to the floor. Wielding what looks like a staff. There's a person in what looks like some nicked armor. You recognize this person. It's in fact the person you rode in with. It is. You can see that he's kind of just hanging back in the back of the crew. It's
Gillen.
I think Tane. No, it's Gillen.
Tane.
It's Gillen.
Oh, it's Gillen.
It's the guy who sounds like Charlie Day, basically. The one who puked on one of you.
Ah.
It's both.
And next to them, there's another person who's a little bit more taller, wearing more well-polished kind of armor on themselves, and they have this like huge sword on their back. You can see they're he's kind of like looking through this tiny book in his like big metal glove hands, and he's like writing something with like the piece of lead he has, the pencil he has, and kind of goes through and shuts it. And you can see like this old man comes forward and he pays a small pouch of money to the guy. And they get on the cart and they're just waiting for the driver to get off.
We're not going to the same place as them, right?
I don't think
You don't
so.
know. They might be heading out the same gate as you, probably.
But is this like the same like renting service place?
Yes, you're at the stables that you want to go into.
Okay. So like Cecil walks to the person in charge.
You can't tell. They're like older people. There's like men and women.
But the guy who is like
almost the same kind of
he's
clothes.
taking money from people, I guess.
Yeah, that's that. He's getting on the cart that Gillen and the rest
So that's
walked into.
all right.
Yeah.
So that's the
Talk to
driver.
that guy?
Yeah, I guess I'll ask because there's no one else standing around.
Yeah, he kind of looks at you and he goes, "Hi, yes. I'm sorry, I've been booked by this group over here."
Okay. Who else do you have here?
So you can ask the people around here if you want. He kind of looks around and he kind of just like that's like a beep beep like whistle, and he kind of goes like, Humbert. Yeah, you got some customers, Humbert. And this kind of like lanky, shorter man with like a patch of brown hair on top kind of walks over. You can see he's like wearing like this tied up cotton pants and like linen shirt, and he kind of looks at you and kind of goes like, "You heading to the ruins?"
Yes. Actually, this part, and then Cecile takes out the map and like points towards the landmarks.
And he kind of just like looks at it. I know that handwriting. Another one of Mally's. Oh, his customers. Yeah, I'll take you. 10 copper each. You know how it goes.
We want to come back as well if we can before
He
sundown.
kind of looks at you. Then that will be 20 copper each. I'll be back to get you, but you have to remember to be out an hour before sundown. I will not stay until sundown.
Fair
Do we
enough.
have an agreement?
Fair enough. Are you guys
Okay.
alright? So you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's do that.
Very nice. Just like while you guys are like talking and like the horses are getting ready, you can hear from inside, what's taking so long for you to leave the stables? And the man in the polished armor kind of like steps on, because like what's this nonsense? And then he like looks at you. He's like, are you stopping us from leaving? Could you please move aside?
We were talking to the other guy.
Yeah,
right?
we're not in the way.
Yeah, but you're like next to the cart. That's why you see you just like, could you like, don't kacau me, please.
Lol.
So
You
you
take
like.
a step to the side and
So
kind
you
of
take
look
a
at the
side.
driver. It's like,
Yeah.
You
why
can
are
hear a
doing
voice
it?
that sounds very familiar. He kind of goes like, he kind of goes like, hey, and the man kind of like looks back. It's like, what is it? It's like, I know them. And Gillen kind of pokes his head out, kind of like waves a hand.
Mary
Gillen.
looks around. Gillen! Looks like you got an adventure coming out.
And kind of goes like, yeah. I got attached to the group here. We had some negotiations, and yeah, I'm joining. No one here. And Nolan kind of looks back and it goes, and he kind of just like, don't speak to them. We're leaving now. Keep quiet and sit in the back. And it kind of goes like, okay, Nolan, yeah, sure. He kind of just like
Lock out
retreats
there.
and like waves you by. Kind of like waves
And
you
then
by.
Please,
they
never.
drive off.
As they drive off, Meredith looks at the other two and goes, I don't think he's coming back.
Yeah, they kind of like slowly roll out, and you can see from the back of the caravan, God just waves to you guys with like a small smile, and just kind of like they leave. These huge gates at the edge of the watchtower, like right next to the watchtower, at the edge of the walls, kind of like part open, and you can see from the outside it's the same system from the entrance of the other side you came in from. It's got this long trench that's been dug up, and both sides filled with just sand and just like. Just a bunch of old courts guards just standing on there, like inspecting the places. They roll out through the secondary doors on the outside, and they leave, and both doors close again.
Alright, we'll wait for our ride to appear, I guess.
Oh yeah, like Humbert kind of like looks back here, goes like, I don't much prefer drama, so let's just get this on with, and let me send you the Fs and whatever.
Agreed.
So she just goes on to the ride.
We get in.
Yes, we go on with the ride. Yes, you get on the caravan. You give the map to him, and it's gonna take about maybe 20, maybe 15 minutes. 15 minutes, I assume, to get there. 20 minutes to get there. Not too far. Nothing like that.
Sounds
You ride
about
out,
right.
same thing. Main door, secondary door. You're seeing the same sides, and you roll out, and the wind just like hits you in the face from like even outside the caravan. It flows in the caravan. And if you look out from the back, it's just like long stretches of like green grass as you're rolling in. And as you go down this like windy road that's been used for so many times, you can see in the distance there's like a thunderstorm, maybe in the distance, like you can hear like echoing booms of thunder.
In front or behind?
On the side somewhere. You don't know towards which direction. You kind of lost your direction when you were inside Old Court.
Okay.
And you can see as well all around you there's like bits and pieces of like huge rocks. There's like chunks like all around the fields, and like dead trees as you're rolling in, and like the grass just like this like wave of wind just like whips the grass. And in about 20 minutes as you're rolling in, the wind is almost like peaceful from where you kind of like forget where you're going. But as you're getting closer and closer, about the 15-minute mark, that's when That's when Humbert from the very front of the cart yells at you over the window and goes like, "We're getting close. You might want to we're getting close. You might want to we're getting close. You might want to take a look outside." And if you stare out the front of the caravan,
outside.
Yeah, as you stare out the front of the caravan, you can see that there's this like the sky visibly darkens. Like it gets gray and gray as you move forward. It's not thunder or rain. It just gets darker, and you can feel there's like a shade over you. The wind is still whipping. It's like very cool, and in the front of you, you can see there is just this like border of like dirt, just like in the front of you, as it kind of like goes down the winding road. You can look all around you. It's like the earth itself is like bending deeper. And in front of you, you just see for a moment this like impossible landscape, something so big it just renders you speechless. It's this like span of just the landscape, just like a span of like black, just like blackened buildings, smoke rising from here and there. You feel this like chill going down your spine as you realize that this black is literally like thousands of buildings, just thousands of kilometers, like more than you could even calculate, just of buildings and ruins all stretched out in front of you. The rocks around you get more like they mass up, and there's more and more scattered around the horizon next to you, left and right, and there's like different pieces of it, and it really calls back to that moment when you saw that bony, dark, like shadowy arm just reaching over the rocks when you're on your way to Oak Court, and you could have sworn you like get this flashback of like a face with like two white eyes, and your stomach kind of gets a little bit upset. Yeah, as you're like rolling forwards. You don't puke. You don't puke. Yeah, you don't puke. It's like this, like very like bad feeling.
I cast Mage Armor.
Wise choice. Humbert kind of like looks back and like laughs a little bit. First time in the ruins, huh? And as you're rolling in, you can see on the very border as you're rolling in, you can see on the side road there is this like just plume of smoke, and it kind of stops there for a moment, and it kind of gets down, and the horses are kind of just like clumping out, and it kind of gets down, and you can hear him talking to a few people. You can see figures on the fireplace for a moment until the caravan kind of like blocks it, and then there's some speaking, and then he walks in on the back of the caravan. And then he like opens up the little like door in the back. He kind of opens it up for you guys to get down. He kind of goes, "Get down! I got your guide."
Okay.
Oh.
Guide?
Yeah, it's a guide. That's how they work.
Huh.
I'm not sending you all the way into the ruins if that's what you're thinking.
I see.
Oh,
Okay.
is that how it goes?
Okay, so we're not at the place yet.
Oh, you are at the rim. You can see as you get down and you pass around the caravan. You can see in front of you. There's just like huge blocks of like buildings everywhere made of like black brick. As you look closer, you can see that it's not really black brick as much as just like really old ruins covered in what looks like ash and dust. You notice shattered windows, rotten wood, and like just stone architecture, just like completely shattered and smashed everywhere.
Is it similar to my vision when I saw the Stonehenge type arrangement where the
maybe,
is it that kind,
it's
or not
certainly
exactly
the same kind of. It reminds you of the vision of like the blackened stone and like the rising shadow of like doom of sorts, but you get like that bad feeling, but not really. It's the same blackened stone, perhaps.
Okay, but it's not the same sort of arrangement as it was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, definitely not the same arrangement. And as you get down, you can see that on the side there, you can see that there is what looks like a circle of arrangement of like caravans, like horses that are already tied to like drinking from what looks like a trove that's been there forever, and like there's a person in like leather armor, like a hood protecting them from cold, just like dumping water in the truck for the horses to drink. There's a fireplace, huge one in the very middle. Then there's like logs all around and stone benches, perhaps, and they're just kind of sitting there. They all have like this similar attire of brown and deeper, darker brown leather, with metal clasps and belts, swords and blades and crossbows on the back, and hoods around the heads.
This is like a campsite for guides or something.
You assume. You assume so.
How many
Humber
people
kind of looks
are
at
there?
you. There's like maybe 10 to 15 kind of just sitting around there and just
With
like.
the same kind of.
Yeah, they all have the same kind of attire
Okay.
almost. Yeah.
Cool.
You can see that there's like this tall 6'5" figure walks over to you. Like you see like a snout coming out of that coming out of the hood, and like little fangs kind of like a upper jaw thing coming over their mouth, and he comes over to you, and Humbert kind of looks at you and he goes, I've handed Magali here your map. Here on out, it's not my job to lead you in, it's his job. Okay, he's your guide. Pay him good. Anyways,
Alright.
I'll be back before sundown. You better be back early if you want to live. Elsewise, you're on your own.
How many hours do we have?
He kind of like looks up, and then like the sky is like full gray, but he's still looking up, making a motion. Look, I mean, he looks at you and goes, let's say about 3 hours. 3 hours, I would say.
All right.
We can work with that.
Very good.
Okay,
Lovely.
Magali, is it?
Magali.
Yeah, Humber kind of like gives like a pat on like the chest of Magali, and he just kind of just like, you can hear like this like snorts like, and he walks over to the caravan and like drives away. Magali kind of looks at you, and you can see like from underneath the hood of like his darkened face, you can see like 2 yellow eyes looking at you, and goes, "Name's Magali."
You're our guide.
Yes,
You know this
First-
place well.
yes, I know it like the
Pleasure.
back of my hand, not the rim.
How
Let's
much
get
is your
moving then.
service?
Not much. Just need 2 silver from all of you. 2 silver, all of you together.
Together.
Yeah.
Ah,
Sure. We pay the man.
Yeah, he's kind of like looking at the map, and he looks at you guys as you pay him, and he goes
each
like,
or everyone for 2.
everybody 2. Everybody together 2 silver.
The party
everyone
is 2
together.
silver, yeah.
Yeah, for the party is 2 silver.
Okay.
Would have been higher if there were more
I'll
people.
pay for that. It's fine. It's my map.
Yeah. It kind of like takes it. It kind of looks at you. It's like, is your first time here, pretty boy?
Yes.
Looking at me or him?
He's looking at the seal.
Because I'm the one paying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys goes,
Okay.
and he turns around and starts walking. You can see he's wearing like heavy boot. On his back, you see what looks like a straight like silver colored blade and like this like iron shield. As he walks forward with a crossbow on his back, he kind of like walks forward, and you can see that he kind of like waves to the rest of the guides, and the guides kind of just like do like a small wave as well as he walks forward down the winding road.
We follow him.
Yeah, here on out, the geography changes from like grass and dirt to you're moving in between dark and blackened buildings now. Like you can see like stone pillars peeking out of the ground, and these like huge like 3-story buildings that are just like completely like bent over and like maybe like snapped in half and being like held up by another building. As he walks forward, you can hear him speaking to you all the way, and he kind of goes, "This map you got here, you're lucky you came to me. Humbert's a good man. This map, it's. I hope you didn't pay too much for it.
Why? What's
It's
wrong
not-
with the map?
Who buys a map that's a quarter complete? That's not a good deal. Most of the time you come here and you most of the time you come here and find your own ruins. That's a fool's way of doing it. But it's better than paying to have a possibly already rated map. You never know. Anyways,
So you
what am I
have-
to say?
So there are people who have been to this place before.
Of course,
And
how else do you
rated
think
it?
how else do you think they mapped this out? I don't know whether they rated it. They might be lying. They might be telling you the truth.
If you know this place, we'll go check it out anyways.
Yeah, it's your death. Then again, I'm out here with the rest. And he kind of keeps walking.
Do you
He
make a
tells you-
living raiding as well?
No, I don't. I'm not a fool.
So
Most
you
of the
just
time,
guide
most-
people into the dungeon?
Yeah. Most of the time you come here to Old Core, you're lucky if you get the first or 2 halls done. that you're a veteran, and then you've seen some of the worst things. And then you got a choice: you either keep raiding, or you become like a guide, help the others, lead them to their deaths for a few pretty silvers. Anyways, I have 5 rules when you're with me as a guide. Okay. Number 1, he kind of like stops and he turns around as you're like kind of just barely in the ruins all around you, just like broken buildings. He kind of looks at you and puts up like 5 skilled fingers, and he puts up number 1, do not lose your way, stay on my tail. Number 2, I will not wait for you if you do not stay on my tail. Number 3, if you do lose my tail and you're out in the ruins, you will die. Number 4, once you're at the ruins, I will not wait for you. It's up to you to get out yourself. Number 5, there is no number 5. I don't know why I put up. I just say 5 for the 5 fingers.
So you like
refer to rule number 1.
Yes, number 5, rule number 1. Don't die.
So just goes. All right. Just don't lose our way. That's all. Simple.
And you already know the basic rules. If you're not out by sundown, you are dead.
Alright,
We
so
heard
we have to
that
remember
much.
our way back to your campsite then, after you bring us there.
Yeah, he kind of like reaches into a pouch and he takes out what looks like a piece of chalk, and then with his like skilled fingers, he's kind of like draws like a circle with a line in between on like a wall nearby, and then he kind of like points at it. Use this. If you're lucky, it'll still be around when you're out.
All right, that's the mark then.
Can Meredith tell what the surroundings is? Can she make her way back to the camp easy?
Oh, it's just ruined buildings all around, like cracked dirt.
Is it like a maze to get back out?
Are you saying this too?
I mean, I'm just asking it in general. Like,
Yeah.
we are walking with him, right? Like,
Yeah.
does this
So
place
far,
look like it's a very complicated?
So far, the geography is like you can definitely imagine a person like you can't imagine how you get out without like markers and like a proper like
Okay.
map. Yeah.
Because she's
So
got.
these are all buildings like tall, like it used to be a city and then
Oh
now
yeah,
it's
it's
a
a
ruins
whole
kind of
it's a
place.
whole city that just fell from the sky basically. That's the story.
Oh, okay. So it's not
Okay.
like grass and like trees. It's just all buildings.
Oh yeah, there's
around
buildings.
us.
You do see some vegetation once in a while. There's like ivies and creeper vines, just like
But it's
here
just
and there.
mainly black buildings.
Mainly just blackened buildings, just
Can-
all
Okay.
around you.
Can she see the
Like,
sky?
smashed.
Cool.
Huh?
Can Meredith see the sky
Oh,
outside
yeah,
the
you can see
grate?
the sky. You can see the sky. It's like completely dark, like it's about to rain. That kind of sky.
But she can navigate using the sky, right?
If the stars are out, sure.
If they
It's
get
cloudy
lost.
now.
We'll try not to do
No,
that.
The stars are not out. If the stars are out, you'd be dead.
Exactly. All right,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah.
I've got a chalk pouch. Can I sort of mark the way, or is
He's already marked. He's already.
Dali
made the
already
first
doing
mark.
that?
Yeah, he's already made the first mark for you.
Okay, so
It's gonna
he's
take
got
you.
this covered.
I assume it's
Sweet.
gonna be like the same pattern over and over for like maybe like 15 more minutes as you guys walk deeper and deeper. The air just gets like more still and more like cold
Wait, by the way, this
as you walk in.
Malgali guy, does he look like? Is he like a dragonborn?
Yes,
All right.
definitely. You assume so. He's definitely
Okay.
a dragonborn.
Okay.
I thought
as
he
you-
was like
as
a
you walk-
lizard folk.
That's
as
what
you
I
walk
thought.
forward, like maybe a little bit too small for lizard folk. As you walk forward for like maybe every few 3 or 5 minutes, he'll like mark down a little just like circle with a line in between. As you're walking forward and like kick up the dust. You can hear once in a while, like whenever you hear once in a while from like the sides, you hear like dogs barking, and you swear you hear people like yelling or like a woman's voice just like whispering in your ear, that kind of thing. It's all very
Creepy.
it's all very creepy and like really
and
gets
it's
to you. Like the
super
first-
quiet as well, right?
Yeah, like dogs barking or nothing, like that's just suspicious. But the moment like a woman's voice comes to your ear and just says, "Come with me, please. We'll be
And
safe." in
Cecil
the
is like,
colors."
"What's that?"
Yeah, Margali kind of just goes like, "Rule number 1."
All right.
Yeah, as he walks forward,
Just
and
ignore
I
I swear,
everything.
you're getting these like bad vibes as you see like on the edges of your eyes, like just shapes flitting between the buildings. Once in a while, you just see like eyes looking at you when you turn around, or you see like this dark shape moving in between buildings, and you can't really catch it. Yeah.
I follow Malgari diligently.
Yeah, but in about 15 minutes, you come to what looks like this two-story building. You can see that there's like a balcony in the very front. The building itself is like bent at an awkward angle, as if it's like almost gonna collapse. And the very front there, front of the building, you can see this entrance with like a pillar that's like fallen over in the front, and like some what used to look like plant boxes, like stone plant boxes that's like completely bare. That's got like dead roots coming out. This in front of him, you can see Margali takes out from it, like his side, latched to his belt, this like huge lamp, and he just like he like twists something and it lights on fire, and he just like points forward. You can see as he points the lamp downwards, you can see that there's like this long stairway that goes down, maybe like that goes to the very bottom. Can't really see the floor yet. And Margali kind of looks at you and he kind of just says, "This is it. I hope you brought some torches."
Yes, I have some. We have some stuff.
Meredith lights one of the torches.
I bring out my lamp.
Yeah, Margali kind of looks at the rest of you. Well, like this is it then. Remember, be back at the camp before sundown. I'll leave now. He kind of like turns around, like switches off the lamp and like walks out.
So he's like, "Thank you for your guides."
He doesn't say anything. He doesn't say anything.
Yeah, I say it anyway.
But yeah, anyways, you're at the entrance of the dungeon right now. Stairway going down. You're gonna need torches to see forward in this thing.
I turn on dancing lights.
What does dancing lights do again? Is it just like a swirl of colors that follows you?
It makes 4 sort of firefly type things that illuminate the area around, and I can sort of get them to move about.
Anyways, I'm gonna bring you guys towards the dungeon now.
I'll just like cast light on my harp or some
Wait, if one of us is bearing light, do the rest of us need to do that as well, or can we just rely on one person?
No, one person is enough.
Okay.
For quite well.
In that case,
I make 4 torch-sized lights.
I did not light my torch.
There you go, 4 torch-sized lights. That's pretty damn good already.
Okay then. We'll just
I'm looking for your tokens again.
Oh, we can put it in.
Yeah, thanks. Just put your tokens in, and then we'll get this started. Do you see like just the review areas? I need to test this out. I have no idea how this works.
Yep, I see a small stairwell stacking down
pretty much
in the corner.
You're gonna want to zoom in.
Actually,
Zoom
guys,
out.
dancing light.
Oh, that's right.
Dancing lights only.
Can you make it
dancing
teeny
lights
tiny?
only makes
Yeah, it's about. I need to make these lights bigger in the future. Yeah, you were saying? You're saying?
Dancing lights only makes a 10-foot radius dim light, so it might not be the best.
I cast light on my harp.
What you need. Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
How big is the light? 20 foot? Okay, that's pretty good. One more person. Who is it? I think it's Nerif.
I think with the dancing lights, it should trigger the that dark vision, right?
Yes. Yes, it should.
Okay.
That means that at the very edges of the light, you can definitely see things because the light is still being shed. Yeah. So let's just say I'm gonna reveal this much for you guys. I'm gonna reveal this top door for you guys. Now, I'm gonna remind you once again, you do have a map on you. So I'm gonna show this to players.
I have it open.
Yeah. So according to the map, the door in front of you has a green blood trap, and the door to your right as you come down this corridor.
Looted?
Yeah, it goes to a dining room ? That's been looted seemingly.
Do we know what a green blood trap is?
Who was it that I think one of you actually rolled for that last time, but so I'm just gonna tell it to you. A green blood trap is essentially it's a poison trap that's been made from the blood of something called a green blood snake. It's real bad. It's a very exotic kind of poison that's really bad. It doesn't just poison you. It literally it's acidic. It will melt you.
How does
Ah.
these people? Who did these people who have made the map know about it?
We don't
Good old
know.
fashioned testing and disarming. You know, throw a lump of meat down the corridor, the kind of thing. It's like, oh wow, the lump of meat just melted. Okay, I guess that's a no-no.
I mean,
Nerif,
once it's activated,
Nerif, what's your portrait?
Do I just drag it on?
Yeah, just put it down at the bottom and I'll shrink it.
so like, does the trap once activated is like gone, or is it always like refreshing,
Is it there?
restocking poison?
Yeah, it's there.
Okay,
What
cool.
do you say? What do you say again?
Like all this green blood trap, right? Once activated, will it keep restocking, or it's like once?
Let's just say it this way: if the green blood trap is still on the map, I'm assuming it's still activated.
Oh. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise it would just be like disarmed trap.
Yep.
Yep.
And we'd be like, sweet. And they would have gone inside if they could disarm it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. It's wise not to go there yet, I guess.
I think
But yeah.
let's.
Let me see.
I asked, any of you guys are good at disarming traps?
Not
Yeah.
particularly, no.
It's like, that's useless. He mumbles.
Yeah. While you're in the corridor, you can hear like this is something that you immediately notice as you're walking down the corridor. You can hear the sound of, like something dripping water in the distance as you walk down, and you can hear in the distance as well this like thumping kind of rhythm, like a drum. It's just reverberating to the dungeon, like this very slow kind of drum, like boom, 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 like reverberating through the dungeon. It's not very noticeable. It's like this very low noise.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that?
Yep.
I mean, I guess the 67% is like this. Is it a constant rhythm?
Yeah,
Very
it's
consistent?
it's pretty consistent.
Does Meredith tell where it's coming from specifically?
Oh no, all of you know it's like all around the dungeon, everywhere. It's
Oh.
like vibrating through the dungeon down the corridors.
Okay.
Anyways, welcome to your first dungeon. Where do you guys want to go?
I guess
Let's go that
Let's
way.
go check out the door.
the
You wanna check
dining
out the
room.
door? Okay.
Yeah.
This way.
I'm just gonna put you there. Who's gonna go first, huh?
I'm definitely
I-
at the behind.
I don't
That's
mind
a
going
dungeon
first.
I'm always behind.
Can I check for traps? Just in
Yes.
case.
Let me just check my document to see what that door has.
So
Okay,
seriously,
yeah.
so you guys go ahead. Yeah. go.
Roll me some good old perception.
Perception. Ugh.
Yeah. You go through. What's your process of looking at the door? By the way, I just want to know.
What?
Is it locked?
She looks at the
Yeah,
door. She looks around the door. And then she touches the door.
Yeah, the door has doesn't have a knob. It has like what looks like a ring instead, like a metal ring. It's a wooden door with little metal reinforced bars on parts of it. And the moment you touch it, it kind of like moves a little bit.
She pushes the door open gingerly with her foot, but stays before the threshold so she doesn't step over.
Yeah. The door reveals what looks like a dark room. You can see inside there's like these like vague shapes in the darkness of what looks like table and chairs, and like it's just a very dark room. Like it's completely dark. Like no light is going in. That kind of dark.
Hey, Nerif.
I send like 3 of
Yes.
the dancing lights in.
Okay. Yeah, you send 3 of the dancing.
Illuminate
You
the
send
area.
3 of the dancing lights in. Into. Wait, how far do you want to send it?
Like 20 feet.
20 feet? Yeah. You send the lights
Yeah.
kind of just like moving into the very back of the room, and it kind of just like into the darkness, like really far in the
Oh,
back.
okay,
The dancing
wait, no,
lights just slowly fade out. Like the lights just slowly fade away and out.
Okay, and then I call them back. Does it reveal anything? What do
Yeah,
I
it just
see?
like slowly out of the darkness just comes back.
Hmm.
That's
Like what does it show me about the room?
Not much. You just saw darkness. That's what you saw. You saw tables and chairs. Yeah, as you went through the middle. Yeah, you saw tables and chairs. Actually, in the very back corner, you swear you saw what looked like a round thing, maybe like a shield or something in the very back, like on the floor.
Okay, and all of us saw this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, she is going to make her way through the door. So she's gonna do.
Can Cecil try to
You have your
listen for
torch up,
any
right?
other sound?
No, you don't really hear anything. You just hear like that faint
The thumping
drum
sound,
in the back.
right?
You guys want to go in? Yeah, Meredith, you want to go in?
Yeah, Meredith is
Yep.
the torch.
Okay. Cecilia as well, I assume. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay.
I
Yeah.
stand at this doorway.
Yeah. Oh, you want to stand at the doorway? Following?
Like,
Okay.
like here, that you know, like within safe distance,
In
but
case
like not too forward.
anyone's thinking to run past us and escape.
In case we die, I'm just gonna be in the
Yes.
very back here, so I
Yeah.
die last. Thanks.
Yes.
Let me see.
You don't know about his flaws.
Man, I need a better
What's
system for
over
this. It
here?
is quite good, but it's not perfect. Oh god, I'm a little bit confused here. Let me see for a moment, yeah. Room, that number. Lord, okay, yeah. As you're walking in.
So like, does my light shed any? of the darkness?
Yeah. So this is something very strange, and you didn't notice it before. This because that's not just faded out. But as you walk in, the floor is covered in what looks like this like black film, just like this black film of like blackness on the very bottom. You can make out the texture of the floor,
Is it sticky?
and like no, it's
Or
not
just
sticky.
Squishy?
No, your legs just kind of pass through it. It's like a layer of film of black, and you notice this as you walk in that something is very off about this room, and you can hear as well in like very like beneath the drums, you hear a different sound as well.
What kind of
Can the
sound?
three of you please make me a perception check?
Nope.
Perception.
No?
I don't.
Nerif?
I don't get anything.
Okay.
Again?
Wait, Nerif, perception check, please.
I don't got anything.
What is
Oh
with
my
these
goodness.
rolls?
I got a -1, so I wasn't expecting to see much.
Roll for initiative, please.
All right.
All of you roll for initiative. It is time for your first fight.
I'm the
Whoa.
fastest.
I'm gonna roll for initiative as well. Roll 1d20. The rest? Oh wait, shit, that's not how you do it.
It's
Roll 1d20.
it's /R.
I got a 3. Are you serious? Okay, that's
Whoa.
fine.
It's okay. We know there's something, but we don't know what. We know that we're faster than it.
Oh yeah, I remember you guys said you wanted music last time, right?
I
you have,
don't mind.
you can put it in the Discord.
Yeah, and then
so you don't
if
get any copyright issues,
Hold on, I'm gonna play this one. See if it works.
put it there, so we don't have any issues with copyright. We'll play it if you like.
Oh, that's really good. Okay. I'm gonna add it to the jukebox, and I'm gonna play it at a very low volume. Let's see if
I'm
it
just
works.
worried that Shah might have some problem because she's streaming. Are you playing like?
Yeah, I'm playing from Roll20.
Source.
so it should be fine, right?
Is the volume okay? Is the volume fine for all of
open
you?
source.
Yeah.
It should, yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna. Oh god. Oh, that's fucking creepy. Okay, that's really creepy. I didn't expect it to be that creepy. The volume's fine for all of you,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Okay,
I
cool.
don't actually
Yeah.
hear anything.
Sounds like Stockhausen stuff.
It's
You heard now?
it's pretty
Yes.
much like Alien
I hear it all
Resurrection.
the time.
Look for In the Shadows by Tabletop Audio.
Alright, I'll just search it up on YouTube.
Actually, yeah, screw it. Let's just do this via YouTube.
YouTube.
I'll just stop this one then. Yeah, Roll20 does need to work on its like playlist options. I'm gonna stop that one.
Tabletop
And let's see.
audio, or what was it called?
In the Shadows, Tabletop Audio. You're gonna find it on YouTube. It's free. It's a free soundtrack.
It's for roll 20. I found a SoundCloud link.
Yeah.
It's fine enough. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
I got it.
Cool.
Share link. Share link.
Okay. Here. You can adjust the volume at that bottom
Right,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah. Beside the title.
Oh, it's a 10-minute audio track. Dang. Okay. Oof. Got that creepy feeling going on. Yeah, as you're walking in and you look around, you feel this weird like presence around you, and you can't really perceive for a moment, but you hear this like faint ring beneath all the drums that you heard earlier, and suddenly everything kind of gets muffled, like when this radio kind of gets shut down, and it kind of like gets this static, and it's got the like cockney muffled sound. That's what happens for just a short moment when suddenly I'm just gonna roll this real quick. 1, 2, 3 people, 6 D 20. Okay, that's a lot of numbers, Jesus.
What
Okay,
is this?
2, 11. What's your respective ACs again? I'm gonna have to do a turn order as well.
Mine is 13.
I'm on 15 with
15.
my mage armor on.
How do
15.
I
It's
add more
30.
people? How do I add more people? It doesn't let me add more people? Seriously? Can I add more people?
What?
Why can't I add more people to initiative? How do I add people to turn order? Damn. Wait, hold on. How do I do this again? For some reason, it is not reading the rest of you. Cecile and Merida, for some reason, it's not reading you both on initiative. That's 22. Can I click next? No. You guys see the
want
turn
to
order table?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. Okay.
my
Okay.
portrait
Let me
in
try it.
22.
I can't
Yeah.
actually put like because there's a message that you want to send the result of this roll to the turn
Yes,
tracker,
edit
but no
that.
valid
Yeah,
token.
edit that, please.
But no valid token was selected though.
Yeah.
Okay. Just roll again, and I can manually input scores for initiative.
Okay.
Let's try. Yeah, it's the same thing. Like how
Yeah.
Yeah, just say yes, and I'll add you guys in. I'll use the formal initiative. 5 and 18, right?
there's no.
There's nothing for
Yes.
us to say yes.
Huh? Okay. What else? I will keep track of this using a notebook. Gotta do
I'm
it in
trying to
manual
see the
way.
settings. How
Okay,
how
let's
does
see.
one do this?
There, 22 spooky music as we're trying to figure out the initiative. Meredith,
Why?
Meredith 18, and Cecile. It's okay. We can figure this out next time instead. And
But
me.
no valid token was selected. Did I drag the wrong thing? But I'm
I
dragging
know.
my character.
It's fine. We'll do this. We'll
Okay.
figure this out in the long run next time. Let me
Alright.
see. Does this thing have any decks? Yeah, it does.
Please be less than 2.
It's
Or
not
be
less
exactly
than,
2.
It's not 2 or exactly 2 or less than 2. Unfortunately, it is actually a 5.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
What's going on right now?
Can you tell me your respective ACs as well, please?
13.
13 for 13, 15. Cecile?
13.
13.
Both.
Nerif?
15.
15. And Meredith is 15 as well, right?
Correct.
Because of the shield?
Yep.
Yeah. So let's see if we miss it. If it hits, it's going to miss. It's going to miss Nerif. It's going to
Can
hit
I
Meredith.
see?
It's going to hit. It's a seal. See what? Oh,
Can I see
you
what's
see?
happening?
Yeah, you're looking into the darkness as well with your dark vision, and you realize something very odd that you didn't notice sooner. In the very back of the room, the film of black, or what you assume was darkness, it covers the ceiling, the side of the walls, and the bottom of the walls. But in the very back of the room, you swear the wall is completely white. It's like
White?
stone color in the very back. Yeah. But yeah, you have too little time to process that. Suddenly,
Alright.
Meredith and Cecile, you're gonna feel a sudden like sting as you look down, and you can see on the sides of like your equipment, just like your clothes and your armor, just like suddenly like one big gash, just like peels out on the side of your body, and you can hear this like is like the sound of like a very high pitched kind of like a squeal or like a reverb, and it goes woo. You know, like the sounds you get from Samurai Jack.
No.
No, damn it.
No.
We'll do that reference on the next
cute.
time. Yeah, like this like high pitched kind of like a whine. That kind of like just like before like the stinging pain comes in on the sides of your bodies. Meredith, you look down and you suddenly see like on your armor on the side of you, there's just this big scar just like tearing your armor and you're bleeding. Let me roll for damage for a moment. +2, and then it's gonna hit you for how much? Give me a moment, yeah. There it is. It's gonna. Let's see. How much is it gonna hit you for? Senses, damage, immunities, actions, points, damage resistance, immunity, blah 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 blah. A? Oh no, there it is. Okay, found it. It's gonna hit you for crap. I'm having trouble with this. The brain. Oh, there it is. Found it. Yeah. I hope you're all alright.
Is it even?
Give me a moment. It's gonna hit both of you for 4 and okay. Yeah, Meredith, you're gonna take 9 damage.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna take 9 damage, Meredith.
Okay.
Yeah. And Cecile,
Yes.
you're gonna take 12.
You hear Cecile like scream in pain behind you guys.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of blood.
Yep, just a ton of blood.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You don't see it, but you feel this wet gush go down your leg.
It's really painful.
Yeah, give me a moment.
Are our lights illuminating the room at all?
No,
Can
not
you see
at
what's attacking
all.
us?
You're looking around and it's just like black walls and black floor.
And think.
It's like water basically. Cecile, reduce your strength by 4, and Meredith, reduce your strength by 2.
Okay, so I'm -3 strength now. Yay, I'm so weak.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so weak.
Shit. Yeah.
Permanently
you
or
can hit-
for this session?
Until long rest or
just
something.
for now. For
Oh,
now,
okay.
for
I need
right now. You
to-
have no
You
idea. how
don't
long
know
this will last.
when. You don't
So,
know.
Nerif, here's what you see as you like dodge this like your like mind's eye kind of see this like pure of darkness trying to come as like a spike, and you kind of like dodge. You see this shape. Your darkness kind of illuminates the shape for a moment. It's this big spike, this like perfectly smooth spike that just like rolls out of darkness, and then it just like slowly melts back into like the layer of like black that's on the walls and the ceiling and the floor. And you can see from the back of you, you hear this like bubbling sound as this like bubbling like tar sound as the shadow from the very back. You look behind you, you see like it peels away from the doorway, and then it peels away from like the walls and the ceilings and the floor, and like slowly retreats and masses on itself, and becomes like this bubbling mass of like tar texture. And I'm gonna reveal to you what you guys are actually dealing with for a moment. The whole room is revealed. And does this work? Yes.
It shows
Give me a
its
moment,
face.
It shows its face, but there's nothing there for a moment. How
It's
do
a
I?
tar creeper.
Nope.
Bubble, bubble, bubble.
Bubble, bubble, bubble.
Careful,
Alright.
guys. It's stronger on our turn.
Yeah, let me just layer, map layer, layer.
Oh, the dead guy.
Token layer.
Many
Several
dead guys.
dead guys.
Many dead guys.
Token layer. There it is.
Oh my god, what is that? It looks like a
It's the
rock.
thing!
Token layer. There we go. And we're gonna do this. Objects and
Thing
tokens.
is
Yeah,
huge.
cool. Yeah, it retreats into this like bubbling 10-meter tall mass of like tar. And it's just like bubbling at the edges as it like squirms. It's like this pure black tar like shape right there. Let me put down oh fuck, what the fuck? Sorry, this just the music suddenly changed a lot. I'm freaking out a little bit.
You can
let's
like
just
close
say-
it.
Let's just say this is the table,
Oh, cool.
and
Table.
in the very middle here. That's basically it. But yeah, you're dealing with this thing over here. It's gonna move forward by about 10 feet. It's like just creeping forward. You can see it just like creeps forward with this like the tar just like extends itself forward, and you can see like it like morphing out what looks like long spindly shadowy skeletal arms that's like 10 feet long as it like drags its mass forward towards you.
Do I know what kind of creature this is?
On your turn, it is your turn. I'm gonna give you a bonus action to kind of like recall what this is. Roll me, let's say, what do you want to roll this for?
I don't know if it's a sort of magical creature, maybe Arcana. If
Arcana
it's
will serve you. Yeah, Arcana will do just well. Go for it.
Ooh,
Ooh,
it's
6.
not good.
You're not sure. Your mind thinks back of like those like of the dream that you had of like that prediction of like a shadowy beast just lurking over the horizon of like that Stonehenge.
Yeah.
And then you're like trying to logic out of it like, no way, this is it. And you're just like frightened for a moment as like sweat beads down your forehead. What do you want to do?
It is a monster. It's simple, man. I see a monster, I shoot a firebolt.
Okay, go ahead.
Nice.
Hold on.
That
Give me
hits.
a moment.
I
that definitely hits. Roll for damage, please.
Aw, 2.
Damage.
Is there any modifier on that at all?
No, it's just a
It's a
cantrip.
straight. It's a
Yeah,
cantrip.
it takes.
Cantrips
it takes
don't do
two, It takes 2 damage.
I move. How far can I move?
Look in your card. Should tell you.
I'll skirt around.
Okay.
I don't move to these dead folk. They might not
Move
be
towards
dead.
the dead folk.
There we go. I stand here. I don't trust dead bodies.
Mm-hmm.
That's a perfectly fine. That's a perfectly fine thing to do. Let me see for a moment the stats on this thing.
Does it appear to be damaged by the fire?
Yeah, you just like fire out this like peel of like flame at it. It blasts like a chunk of the arm it was using to like try to like pull itself forward. Like the spindly arms kind of like gets blasted, like falls to the ground, just like dissipates, but it doesn't stop moving forward.
Seems mildly effective.
Yep.
Yeah. What do I do?
That's the end of
Who?
my turn.
Okay, yeah, that's the end of Nerif's turn. Next up will be Meredith.
Meredith is gonna rage.
Okay.
And
Because he's really angry.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't see this. Actually, yeah. Go on first.
and then she's just gonna go forwards and battle
Attack the
axe.
shit out of it.
Engage the foe.
Okay.
Battle axe.
Okay, let's put you here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be good.
And then she's gonna
Yeah, go for it. What do you want to do?
battle axe.
That might not
7. Is that your maximum score?
Guess so.
that
Yeah.
adds the stuff.
Yeah,
She rolled a
you
3.
have your shield ready and you rush forward and you try and like slam it into this like mass of like shadowy ooze. The blade literally just like whips through it. You can see like this cloud of shadow like, and the blade just like moves through it like it's nothing, like air, and you feel like this lump of like jelly for a moment, and the blade just like bounces back when you're back on yourself. Yeah, that's I think that's your turn.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Cecile, so you didn't notice this earlier,
Mm-hmm.
because it was still dark and you could still be, you know, like, ha, I'm fine, right? But now that you've had time in this like room that's like slightly lit by your lamps and torches,
Mm-hmm.
you can see that as Meridev moves forward, there's like this gash on her leg, just like bleeding profusely, just like globs of like blood on the floor.
Yeah.
And you kind of like look at the blood trail, it leads back to you in front of it, and you look down, and you feel like this like warm, this like this warm like wetness on your on the side of your like waist, and you look down, and just like gushing blood, like a gush of blood has like fallen to the floor.
Is it painful? Or it's just like blood.
Yeah, you definitely should not have that much blood outside of your body. Your brain is basically like screaming at you right now.
Was
Very
Merideth's
fire.
strength reduced?
Yep.
Meredith's strength was reduced.
I am
Okay,
very,
so-
very hurt right now.
What's your
okay.
bonus right now, Meredith? If your strength is reduced?
My bonus.
Yeah,
Well,
because
what's your
you got
modifier right
reduced
now?
by 2 strengths.
Yeah, so instead of 3, it's +2.
Yeah, so it's
Plus
plus
two, yeah,
plus
then that
2
should be
now.
fine.
Yeah.
It's reflected in the roll.
I'm
Yeah.
like -4 strength, man. I'm so weak.
Yeah,
Uh,
you're
I'm
in the
like-
back now. What do you want to do?
Look behind me. Is it still like the same
Yeah, it's
corridor?
still the same corridor.
Okay. Very fire on that thing.
Okay.
DC
DC
13.
13 save. Let me see if I can roll a DC 13 save here.
Please
Things
don't
got plus-
save.
Things
Please
got
don't.
+5 dex.
Oh, yeah. It definitely doesn't get
Oh.
saved. Turn fire against
Nice.
it has advantage.
He has like light on its head right now.
Close.
It's glowing in blue light.
Yeah, it's just like this neon outline just on the shadow as it
Yeah,
like moves
The
forward.
blue light.
It's a little bit, it's like silly lights on it, but it's also a little bit more menacing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
It's
yeah.
high noon, guys.
It's high noon.
Yeah, we have advantage now. Haha.
High noon. Nice. Let
Yeah,
me see.
now.
Where the heck is the thing I need? There it is.
And-
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my turn. I retreat behind just enough to pick at the creature. Concentrate.
Yeah. You're definitely still concentrating on it.
Yes. concentrate.
Meanwhile, the shadow kind of like creeps up right on Meredith. It's got like this like just mass of like arms of like spindly skeletal like 10 feet long arms. It's gonna try and claw at Meredith's basically like your entire person.
Yeah. How
Mhm.
much is the
Let me
roll?
see. Let me see. Let me roll it. Yeah. Good old fashioned. I think it's a good old fashioned 1d20. Is it bad? Is it good? Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Wait,
Ah.
cutting words.
What do you want to do?
Cutting words.
Okay, go ahead.
You don't know its bonus.
Yeah.
Oh, is it reflexive or is it bonus? I forgot already.
What?
Cutting words. It's
a
reflexive,
reaction.
It's
right?
a reaction.
Yeah,
It's a reaction.
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
Is this a total of that attack? That globe's attack?
No,
Cutting-
that's
no,
its,
that's
its
the
roll.
that's the against
You
the
don't know
AC.
its bonus.
Yeah.
Okay. I shall roll a 1d6 then.
Okay, go ahead.
To subtract its attack rolls.
Yep.
Please.
It's got a
Minus
-3.
So that's a 13.
I think it still hits.
It
Miss.
still hits. It still hits, unfortunately.
My armor
Because-
class is
Sorry.
I
15.
thought she's 15.
Yeah, my armor class is 15.
Yeah,
No, but it has a bonus.
yeah,
Ah.
it's at 13,
Oh.
but it still has a bonus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. She
It's
she
fine.
didn't know that it had a bonus.
Yeah.
Let's see how much it's gonna deal to you. Yeah, it's gonna.
It's okay. The barbarian resists.
Oh, does it resist?
By-
Oh yeah,
She's
it
raging.
does.
She's raging.
It depends on what.
Unless it does psychic damage for some
Oh
reason.
god, no. That would
Okay,
be a
then
little
she
bit.
should resist.
That would be a little bit too painful. It's gonna deal you. Let me see. What? Okay, it's gonna deal you 3 damage.
Okay.
By
Uh,
half.
Just like. This
Half is
big
one.
hole,
One
just
damage.
Just like.
It's 1 damage.
Yeah, it deals you 1 damage. There's bony like shadowy arm just like moves forward, and then it just like kind of like swats at the side of your head, and like you
Didn't
can
get a
feel
proper
there's
hit
like a
off.
mark on the side of your head. Yeah, but it like definitely bruises. But yeah, what do you want to do now?
Nerif.
Nerif, it's your turn.
17.
17 that definitely hits.
Another 2 damage.
Again with the 2 damage. Okay, yeah.
Eventually, guys.
Another peal of
That
fire
chip
comes out
damage.
and just like blasts a blob of shadow away from him. Meredith, your
Conjure
turn.
more fire.
Yes,
Whoa.
advantage. All the advantage.
She's gonna battle axe again.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
What the fuck is this?
Oh no.
She's gonna miss again.
Oh no! Oh no!
What can she do for bonus? Yeah,
A bonus action.
Move away.
that's movement though. But bonus? No,
No.
bonus.
Yeah.
I don't think you have a bonus action at this point. If you were a berserker, you could like go
Let me see.
berserk and bonus action attack.
Yeah,
But I
'cause-
don't think your barbarian has anything.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
swing.
I would like to
And then
move
it's Cecil's
away.
turn.
I'm just gonna move away.
Don't move
don't-
away.
don't move away.
You're
If you
gonna
move
get
away,
AO.
it'll hit
You're
you.
gonna get out.
Yeah, but you need to spend an action to like.
Yeah,
you
disengage.
take
Disengage.
you
Yeah.
take
It's
a
an
free
action.
hit if you move away.
Yeah.
So don't move away.
Can I move
Stand there.
around?
You're doing good.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
you
can move
can,
around
if you
it,
want to.
yes.
But why would you?
I don't know. I don't like being in that mouth thing. This thing? No.
Fair enough. Have
I mean,
to
you
go
can definitely risk
inside.
it. You can definitely still risk it and get away if you want.
No, it's okay.
Okay,
Just
go move to the
stay.
side. I don't think that's gonna provoke anything, so that's still fine, I think.
Cecil is gonna use his light crossbow and shoot at it.
Okay, go ahead.
22.
Okay, 22. Deal damage, please.
7.
7. Yeah. Okay, that's like one of the best scoring hits at the moment.
Pew.
Yeah.
Does it
this
take
shadow,
full damage?
Yes, it does from this. The shadow just like
nice.
the arrow just like lodges itself right onto like the middle. You can hear like this like solid like, whoop, and you can hear from beneath the shadow mass this like low like this like butt screeching in death. That kind of sound.
Ugh.
It's almost like a grasshopper in alert. Next person
Cecil
will
cringe.
yeah, it like the
Monster.
arms just kind of like jerk for a moment in like panic. It's going to immediately. Meredith, you're gonna take an opportunity attack, but it's basically for like this short moment in the blink of an eye, it bubbles and it just like slides. It extends itself like rubber, like something that's like really flexible, and then it just like slides
It's
forward
like a
its arms
slug
outstretched.
kind of thing.
Kind of. It's
Yeah.
going to. It's going to immediately come in front of.
No!
Oh shit!
you.
Go away!
Meredith, deal. I'm gonna let you deal an opportunity attack, please.
Attack of opportunity.
Can she grapple?
Boop.
Okay,
Can she grapple? to stop it from moving?
In the opportunity attack, I don't think you can do that in the opportunity attack. No, you can. No, you can. I don't think you can.
So 12 hits, yeah.
Let's see,
Okay.
yeah, it definitely hits. With yours. Wait, 12? Is that even with your additions?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's with
That's
Twelve.
the
addition.
final
hit.
score? No, it doesn't hit you with.
Oh.
It's you barely score a hit. You can feel it.
What is
Wait,
with
you press
these
it, you
rolls?
swing to the side.
Oh,
Cecile,
guys!
yeah, Cecile, it's gonna try. It's shadowy like skeletal arms like come up to you and try to grapple you. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's a strength check. Was it a strength check? Remember correctly?
I'm definitely gonna fail, man.
Yeah. That's
I'm gonna
definitely-
roll it anyway.
Go ahead.
It's 10.
It's
Nah.
a 10. What did I roll?
Minus 10.
I think
You got 12.
You
I
got a
rolled
10.
12. Yeah.
Can I bardic inspiration that?
Wait, is
Yep.
this a grapple?
Yes.
You can use acrobatics if you prefer.
Oh yeah, you can use acrobatics if you want. You can use dex.
But I already
No, it's
rolled,
okay.
so...
I'm not gonna let you use bardic inspiration since you already rolled it, but you can definitely re-roll this appropriately.
If it's lower, never mind. Risk it, YOLO!
sure?
You've
Okay.
already lost.
Oh yeah, you
YOLO!
got it. Yeah, see, you
Go
got it.
ahead! Okay.
Yeah, the arms try and come. Like you can see the arms like from the floor rise up. Like the arms go down on the floor and become flat against the ground as if it's like a shadow, and then it rises up in like 3D form again to like grab you by the neck and one by the leg. But you like step away the very last moment and misses. And it does this like angry screech
Because
at you.
it's a narrow noise.
Therefore, what do you want to do?
I will conjure magic missiles.
Oh, nice. Pew, pew,
Go for it.
pew.
Wait, hold on. Is that a
Okay,
guaranteed
but it's
hit?
not coming out. Oh, yes. I've clicked on it, but it didn't come out. Hold on, let me try again.
It's gonna take some time.
The spell isn't coming out. Detect magic is.
Roll 20, please.
Roll 20 is not
No,
doing.
no. Are you detecting magic?
No, I was just trying because my magic missile.
Oh, is it not coming out?
Alright, whatever. I'm
You
just
roll-
gonna
just roll, yeah, just roll the
roll.
dice.
Roll damage, right, for magic missile, I think.
Yeah,
3d4.
yeah, just roll the d4s. 3d4 plus 3, right?
Hold on, yeah.
9 damages.
Pew, pew, pew.
Oh, I see what's wrong. I
Yeah,
see what's wrong.
depends on the level you're casting it
Alright.
on.
There
You
we
have to do the
go.
thing.
I typed
there
the
we
magic
go.
missile.
Okay, let's just go with that then. Yeah, 10 damage on it. As it like feels grabby, and it does like this angry screech, and it's like scrambling for Cecil as he's like down the corridor. You're on the table, okay? Down the corridor. You can see like this like it's like trying to squeeze through the doorway, but it's like way too big. And you can see the moment as like the shadows part is starting to like spread into like the hallway to get you. You can see this like amorphous blob underneath like this like fog of shadow of like 1,000 like tiny like compound eyes, and this like
Disgusting.
big wide scratching mouth. Inside is like all pink and like red and gooey,
Does it?
and like
Does the
rows of
breath
this like
smells
razor sharp teeth.
awful?
Oh, you don't smell it, but you just hear like the silent screech at you as from the back these 3 magic missiles blasted from the back and just like splatters all over the place. Yeah, it's dead.
Oh, they just like
Oh.
falls
Ooh.
and in a
No, it
puddle.
just
It
explodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Ew.
it's not explode, but like this very like wet,
Oh,
wet
so now it's
doesn't
just like a
bounce too far kind of explosion.
black.
Just
goo.
like it just pops. Yeah, there's black goo in front of you. It's not on you ever, and it's like like basically what used to be its token. That's how much it splatters all over the place.
Ew.
There's this like stench of like rot, like the kind of rot you would smell in the shit.
Ew. Ew. It's like that's disgusting.
Anyways, I'm gonna hide
All right.
all of this because you don't see it right now. Yeah.
Is everyone all right?
I am really hurt. Cast hitting wood on myself.
Go ahead, go for it.
Desperation is real.
It's like Meredith is still swinging her axe like, oh, that was terrible.
I think it's because it's unbalanced, so Meredith can get used to it at the moment.
+4. Okay, it's better than nothing.
Oh.
I said I cannot help you right now.
Okay.
It's fine.
Not used to the. Alright.
I just like cordially step over the thingy without.
Oh yeah, it splats and like the
Yeah.
jelly-like substance kind of sticks to your feet as you're walking forward.
Prestidigitation.
Hey,
If I can
do
pretend it's gone,
Yeah,
it
you
should
can
be
make
gone.
yourself smell better.
Yeah.
I have any bottles
I
on
can
me?
use it to like.
Who?
Does Meredith have any bottles on her that she can collect samples or something?
Did you start with any bottles?
I don't
No.
know.
A vial is literally one
A
gold.
vial
piece if you want to
is
buy it.
Yeah.
A
It's
vial will
I
cost
was
expensive.
considering to buy one, but then I don't have money anymore.
But the difference is that a vial is like a test tube. Those are expensive and made of like
Yeah.
Yeah.
high quality
Yeah.
glass.
I'm gonna say no then.
Yeah.
I apply the vial of perfume on myself.
Actually,
Hmm?
if you have oil, you can pour away the oil, and then you have the oil bottle.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the thing you can do. But
Yep,
then
it's
you'll be
fine.
wasting oil.
Yeah.
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 Can
Says you apply
she?
perfume on himself. Phew.
Why are you standing on the table?
Yeah.
I climb off the table.
Yeah, nothing. Just like walking around it, and then we look at these guys, I guess.
So there's 2
Do they
doors.
appear dangerous?
Yeah,
Do
they,
They are definitely dead.
are
Give
they
me a moment, I'm
rotting?
gonna-
How many days of rots?
Give me a
does it
moment.
look
Yeah,
like?
I'm gonna draw out a few decorations for you guys.
Can I check
Ooh.
how long they've been here?
What's
Roll for me. What do you want to roll for that? Tell me.
I don't survival.
Can I? That's pretty legit.
Those are little silver-colored candlesticks. That's like not candlesticks. What do you call them if they're like candles sticking out from the wall?
Sconces.
Sconces. Yes, it is.
Mm.
Silver-colored sconces. What do you want to do? Oh, okay, roll for survival.
She
Yeah,
got
they've been
12.
dead for. You kind of like touch. You kind of like feel them. They've been dead for roughly like 3 days by now.
Ugh. Can she check to find
What's-
anything? Like
Oh, is
she
it
she wants to
dead?
loot them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
loot
What do you roll to do?
Investigation.
You probably just
Investigate,
take all
yes.
their shit.
Yeah, roll for investigate. You want to like see if you find anything good.
Can we all roll or just one?
12.
I
I know 2. Oh yuck! I don't find anything.
I got
Ne-
12.
yeah, Nerif's gonna find some. Nerif, you find on the person with the brown color armor, a piece of paper in like one of the pocketed belts he's finding, and on it you see what looks like a map that's been half charted.
Is it of this? Cecil went over. Is like, what did you
This
find?
very room. Literally a copy of the map that you have.
Yeah, it's almost a literal copy, but it doesn't have the same wording. Instead of exploring until Reblood Trap, it just goes into this room, and it maps out a little bit further upwards. If it maps
But
out a
it's
bit
the
further
least
upwards.
updated version of ours.
Yeah, it's almost the same as yours, but I'm gonna just immediately
Not-
reveal to
But
you
slightly different.
Yeah, I'm just gonna immediately reveal to you what it tells you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It reveals this part of the place. Yeah, reveals this part of the place.
Okay,
Yeah,
Okay.
they've explored up until here.
but they died.
Yeah, it seems like they were done
They
charting
were
and then
on the
come
way
here
back
died
and
or
then they
something.
got killed by this goop monster.
From
this
out of
thing.
nowhere. So
Yeah.
that means that good monster wasn't here when they first came in then.
Probably not.
Hmm.
It probably
Or
came
maybe
from
it was
the.
under the table. hiding.
Nerif, you find 4 pieces of silver on there.
Cool.
Do I get anything from
Money.
my 9?
That's 80% of a sandwich.
Yes.
If you find 2 more, you get a whole. Whoa! Whoa!
What's that?
Give me a moment.
What's a
yeah.
D4? What's that for?
Economy is rough.
Economy is very
The
rough.
4 was my 4 gold pieces that I,
Yep.
4 silver
Okay.
pieces that I found in this corpse. What are they
I got
wearing? Do
nothing.
they appear to be having armor?
Yeah, they're both wearing what. One seems to be wearing leather armor. That's the brown one, and the other person who is wearing what looks like. Let me see. The blue color one looks to be wearing some kind of scale mail.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm still. Hold
could
on. Let me see
probably
what they
take
have.
that back.
I'm not touching some dead man stuff.
Yeah.
You can clean it off with your magic. I
Yeah,
saw what you did.
Nerf. You also find in one of the pockets of the brown color armor person what looks like a small round piece of like plastic, not plastic, a small round piece of what looks like pearl, like a small round pearl, like very small, barely a pinch between both your fingers. But very small, a very small round pearl. If you look at them, they're equipped with what look like short swords. One person has a light crossbow on them. Again, one
Oh,
person
I
is
take
wearing
that.
leather. Yeah, you want the light crossbow?
Yes.
Yeah, take it with you.
I look at the short sword and I'm like,
You want it?
Does the light crossbow come with bolts?
No. You can check it, but
Alright,
it seems
that's
like the bucket he has for like the fletchers, it's all gone. Again, one person is wearing
Alright.
leather armor, one person is wearing scale mail.
I compare the short sword and my rapier is like, nah, I'm not touching
Okay.
dead man stuff.
Meredith, you find nothing.
Exactly with the two.
You kind of pat them down. You kind of see this, and then it's like, nah, that's useless. Cecile, you do actually find something else.
What do I find?
Give me a moment. I'm gonna.
Boop, 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 boop.
Hold on, yeah. You find on the person with the scale mail, what looks like a lock. It's like a giant. It's like a giant lock, like one of those like big pieces of like old locks.
Oh.
And you're kind of like inspecting from it, and you realize it's a little bit special. It's a lock that's made of like metal and like steel, but on the very top where the little like latches, like, you know, like the little ring latch for it to like lock.
Yep.
Lock. God, that's so hard to say. Lock. It's got what looks like a swirling pattern of maybe silver.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fancy.
top part has like silver embellishments then.
Yeah, so
Ornate
it's called like an ornate lock. It's an ornate lock.
Mm.
Yeah. I didn't tell you this either. The sconces are silver, and on the table you can see what look like silver colored smash plates and what looks like silver cutlery.
Okay.
Can I take the
They're all
cutlery?
dusty and stuff like that, right?
Huh?
They're all dusty and old and like dark.
Yeah, they're dusty and old and just like unpolished.
Can Meredith take some of the cutlery?
Sure, there's like eight sets if you wanted. 8 sets of spoons, forks, soup spoons, and knives randomly.
They're silver,
So are you
silver?
selling
cutlery
these?
times
Yeah, there's just write 8 sets of random silverware.
Cool.
Nice.
Just put it in my thing anyway. 8
Yeah.
sets
That is
of
worth
silverware.
at least its weight in silver.
Oh my god.
Perhaps. So it's like, are you gonna sell these things when you go back?
I don't know. I might use them to eat, but probably sell them.
I
Economy is
shall
rough.
not
We should
judge.
take what we can
Probably sell them.
In that case, then, what about this scale mill? This guy's scale mill looks like he could worth some stuff, but I'm not touching it.
Yeah, the scale mill.
Yeah,
the scale mill is pretty intact on the bottom, but in the very front of the man's body, as you turn around, there's like this big chomp out of like the gut.
That
the
looks like
stomach.
mine, but much
yeah, like
worse.
the organs are just gone, and you can see that like the ribs are like completely crushed and like
Ow.
messed up. The front of the scale mill, the torso, as in the scale mill shirt, the front of it is like been like ripped apart.
Oh.
Like you can see like some of the chain links are like broken up and like ripped off.
So it's not really worth
Would
anything
still be
then.
worth something.
Would it?
It might maybe you might be able to repurpose it.
Maybe like a 10
okay.
the price
No?
or something.
Yes. No?
She might.
Uh,
Meredith's gonna grab it anyway. She might give it to Rose to see what Rose can do with it.
Add torn scale mill to yourself.
let's put it in the general loot thing.
Go Meredith, you carry all the things.
Carry!
This isn't going to encumber you yet, but I think if we come to the next session, I'm going to start counting encumbrance for all of you.
Sure.
If we start getting a lot of things, right?
if this gets serious.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes, depends
Sure,
on
sure.
how much
I
stuff you
keep
have.
the lock. Is the lock like super heavy?
It's like it's hefty, but it's not like super heavy.
Okay, I put it in
Like
my
definitely
pack.
weighs itself. Cool.
It's made with
Alright.
silver and metal. Steel and metal.
Mhm.
With a okay.
I collect the 2 short swords, I guess. They each had one.
Yeah, they each had a short sword.
Alright.
Perhaps you can sell those for some money.
Yeah, add 2 short swords to you. How do you want to carry this, by the way? I mean, they're in their scabbards, but how do you want to
Do
carry
they
it?
have scabbards?
Yeah, they have scabbards. They're in
Um,
the scabbards.
Do they have belts attached to them?
Yes, they do.
Okay, I will wear them. Like I'm a 10 strength guy. I should be.
Yeah, should be fine. Should be fine.
You have 2 short swords hanging around your waist right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cecil's looking at me
I
and is
look
like,
a proper rogue.
yeah, there's something off about.
Just like one of my Eastern animated cartoons.
Yeah, it's like, You look a bit strange with those.
Yeah.
Do you even use these swords?
No.
Oh, are
but I
you
know
all at what health are you guys on, by the way? Meredith, you're still slightly bleeding from liquids.
I
that's
am
what's
at
up by
22.
now. Yeah, you're
I am
definitely
at
hurt, so you're still fine.
I'm at 16 after my
Okay.
healing word.
I am
By the
at
way, if you look at my
17
sheet,
after not
the-
getting hit.
I just want to let you know the temporary hit points is just me calculating my bardic inspiration.
Yeah,
of
sure, no problem.
cutting
No problem.
words.
No problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
But
Okay, so what are you guys gonna do now?
do you guys want to proceed forward then?
Yeah, there's on the left there's a trap, but the one north has been opened.
Yeah, there's a trap here. That's what's on the map.
Let's
Is
not
this
touch
trap?
the door.
This is
Yeah.
no trap. So let's go to this one.
Wait, is
Yes,
this
that's
door
nice.
closed?
This one
Which one?
is closed at the moment.
This one here.
Oh wait a minute. It is
Oh,
open.
yes.
It's open,
It's open.
but
It's down to
it
monsters.
leads to monsters.
No, like
Yeah,
is the
no,
door
it's closed,
is the
it's
door
closed,
physically
it's closed.
open?
You can see
Okay.
that there is what looks like there's what looks like a thick piece of rope that's tied around like the doorknob itself, and then it's just
Okay.
like stuck to
Okay,
one of the
so-
sconces over here. Hold
So
Oh.
is it holding it shut?
on. Yeah, it's attached to this thing over here. This
So
thing.
it's
Okay,
holding
and
it
that's-
shut.
Yeah, it's
and that's holding it shut.
Yeah, it's kind of holding it shut.
Okay. Any evidence that it was open sometime?
You can't
Like
you can't really tell. You might. Oh wait, like when was it last open? That's a thing. Roll for me
Yeah.
investigation. In that case, roll for me investigation.
let's investigate.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
okay. Haha. Yeah, it was open about maybe 2 to 3 days ago.
So by
You can
these
tell.
guys.
You can tell from like the rust that's already been like cracked off of the hinges that somebody definitely opened
I
this last time.
see.
Okay, one thing.
Okay, so this was
Could I try
open.
to?
I'm guessing this monster came from in there.
Could I try to salvage my boat?
Roll for me.
Roll a 50-50.
Actually, if you want to search through a corpse, I mean, what do you want to roll for this?
Investigation again, maybe.
I feel like survival is more adequate because you're going through like unknown anatomy.
I guess.
Hmm?
Hmm.
Oh wow, okay.
Can't
I don't find
it.
anything. I couldn't
Well,
find my boat.
Can you
Alright.
can you
I
give me
shall.
can you give me a Constitution save?
Alright.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Okay,
Oh yeah,
that's
okay.
not terrible.
Yeah, the organs and the rot is like this like black glistening like organs and like what looks like meat, just like
Mhm.
you're like staring at it and your eyes kind of get like lost in its like mad
Anatomy and.
anatomy, yeah, and you kind of for a moment you want to puke from like how bad this all is, like how
But my
how
perfume saved me.
yeah, you're kind of just like nope, you kind of walk away. You almost puke from you almost basically puke from like how wrong this
Yes.
felt.
Ugh.
Yes. Perfume saved me. Yes. That's
Just for
That's-
yourself, okay.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I applied perfume when I passed by
Yeah.
the first time.
Your hands had this like blackish brackish slime
Prestidigitation.
to it. Yeah, but as you lift it up, the slime just kind of like slides off, like it didn't even touch you, basically,
Mhm.
like glide over you. Okay, what do you guys want to go now?
Do you guys want to go that way or you want to go this way?
We don't go through the trap door.
Yeah.
And like
Where
if
do
you
you want
want,
to go?
we could go into the monster room because I think that the monster is already out here, but I'm not willing to put
I-
money on that.
I kind
Much
of
less my life.
If
I-
you're going this way, you guys go first then. I'm really hurt, guys.
yeah, I don't mind going into the monster room.
I'll follow behind.
So she is going to open the door again. Slowly kick the door open with her foot. Same as just
you
now.
kick it. The door doesn't budge because the rope is so taut against the doorknob and the wall.
Let's untie the rope.
Yeah, she did. I did say she untied the
Cecil was
rope.
going to comment on that. but
No,
was
I
like,
did. I did say untie the rope.
Oh, you want to untie the rope? Okay, yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Oh my
roll,
God.
How do you wait? What? Untie rope? I guess.
It's
I mean,
either
over time.
Is it hard?
Give me a
Do-
good
Can't
old.
we
Give me
just
a.
chill?
Give me a.
like
Give me a good old survival roll. Give me a good old survival roll. Just in
Can't
case.
Nerif just like firebolt?
or just cut
Yeah,
it.
you
but
can
no,
if you
but-
want.
No, we want to save the rope.
I'm
just
going to
give me a good old
survival
survival
first.
roll.
If it doesn't
Yes,
work,
yeah.
she'll
There
cut
you
it.
You untie, no problem. There's like no way you could have killed this unless you did really badly. Yeah, you
Dang.
untie the rope. It's about 15 feet long.
Shall I hold on to that?
Yeah, please do.
All right.
Okay, do you want to push it open?
With her foot, just to check.
Yeah,
Anything?
as you try and as you push it, you can see the door kind of just like inches just a little bit open.
Huh.
Roll me a perception check, please.
Perception.
I cast light on my harp again.
21.
Nice.
21. You hear in the back of the hallway behind the door. For a moment, you're kind of just like listening and like looking in. You hear what sounds like scuffling. It's like
Huh.
it's like tapping his foot. And you
Can
hear there's noise like.
Does it sound like anything that we know of?
yeah.
It's got the sound of like this gurgling breath.
Just one or like multiple?
Like just one. You hear just one like,
Yeah. Okay.
and then it just like pats away into like the darkness.
Can
Meredith, as you're looking in, you see like the shape of like this like bony form, like skins and bones, just like hunched over.
Does my light
pale-
show it?
No, it doesn't. Just for a moment, you only see like a beam of light. It doesn't show it yet, but you see like this like skins and bones, pale gray skin like stretched over top itself, and it's like hunching over arms to its like chest. It's got sharp ears and like there's like barely any hair on its scalp, and it's got like the Z spots in it as well. It's just like scrambles in the darkness. Can you give me a survival roll, I guess, if you want to know what this is?
Some
Meredith?
mutant.
18.
Nice.
What was that?
From your guess and the type of place you're in, that is probably a ghast.
How do we spell that?
Oh, no, sorry, that is probably a what is a cool? Hold on, I gotta look this up.
Cool.
Yeah, no, that was a ghast. Sorry, not a ghoul. Sorry, that's a ghast. It's the variant of a ghoul.
Is it more powerful than a ghoul?
It's faster. It scrambles a lot more, and it's been known. It's known to have like this intense stench to it, and it has like a point. It's known to have an intense stench because it's been dead for so long that it has a poison within its like own like anatomy.
Does Meredith know if they come in packs or hives?
They're known to come in. They're known to operate sometimes in packs, but the thing about gas is that they have this eternal hunger that goes on, so they might eat each other. So if you see a ghast alone, it's likely because it ate another ghast. But they'll work together once in a while. They're found especially near places where dead bodies. And yeah, there are ghasts who operate in packs against like larger prey.
Are they intelligent?
If you count animal instinct intelligence, yes, but they retain some former life intelligence sometimes, like instincts and memories and automated behaviors.
I would like to ask, are we still weakened?
Yes, for now.
All right.
It's gonna
Let us
take,
know if it's not. Or else
yeah.
I'll just assume we are.
Maybe we
Sure.
shouldn't. Maybe we shouldn't engage this foe here.
Assume
think,
that you still
Meredith?
have the negative benefits until the negative statuses until I tell you otherwise.
Yeah. Or a long rest? I don't know.
Yeah, until you long rest, basically.
The alternative is to tie that door up because we know it's there. So tie the door up
Yeah.
again and then go north.
Okay.
I think so.
So you guys do that then.
Okay.
We tie the
tie the
thing back.
door.
You want to tie the door? Sure. Who's gonna tie the door up? Excuse me.
Meredith, because she
Meredith?
has boating knowledge.
Roll me.
Oh, yeah,
sir.
that's true.
Roll me. I mean, doing survival because you tied it up just now. Roll me a good old-fashioned stealth. Are you gonna try and stealth this and not let anybody hear it? Are you gonna be careful about this?
Stealth.
Yeah, are you gonna be careful about
Because
this or
the
not?
monster might hear it.
Oh. Then the monster
She
might
wants
come
to
out.
do it fast. She might not want to do it quiet. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fast or quiet?
What is your instinct?
Fast.
Fast? Okay. Roll me
Because
survival.
we're on a timer, right?
Yeah. Roll me survival.
14.
14.
Like,
Old fashioned. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. As you're tying the rope and you're going for the scones. Wait. You go for scones first or the doorknob first?
Doorknob.
the door.
Doorknob. The door. Okay. You're tying it. Yes. You're tying it to the scones. You hear from the distance there's like patting of like meat against the floor as it, like pats really fast forward. You hear like mountain footsteps, and you hear from the other side. It's like loud screeching, like growl. It's like.
Is it just one growl?
Like multiple, as like you hear the slam against the like pam 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 pam, and you can hear like scratching sounds. Roll me a strength check.
Do it, Meredith. Hold it down.
The strength check is the number, not saving throw, right?
You
No,
want
just
me
roll me.
to
Yeah, just roll
assist?
me a strength to hold the rope in your hands.
That's-
Cecil and Nerif, you see the door suddenly just like shaking by its like hinges.
Hey, does anybody want to
yeah.
give me like inspiration?
The door like inches open as Meredith suddenly
Go,
has like,
Nerif.
grab on the rope and prevent it from opening. And you can see like these like 4 arms trying to reach out from the gap between the door and the doorway. These like pale gray arms like as with like long bitten up nails, just like they're like scrambling as the door trying to like pull up, and you can see like these big white orbs of eyes just like trying to like pull
So
it open.
Sirius like, you can do it, Nerif.
At
and I
least
give you
2
further
monsters.
inspiration.
I think I
Nerif?
just spooked myself because the song suddenly swapped to Child Whispers.
Oh.
What the hell? Okay.
Nice.
Ooh.
Well played, Roll20. Well played.
What do I do?
You got budding
Is the door
inspiration.
ajar?
Nerif got bardic inspiration for something.
Yeah, the door is ajar. You can
door
see like
ajar?
these 4 pale gray arms trying to reach through the gap.
Bomb
Like, the arms
them.
are already through and they're like scrambling against the door.
Can I attempt to cast Burning Hands through the crack in the door?
You're gonna burn the door.
Those
You're
monsters.
gonna burn
Yes,
the door.
if you want.
You're gonna burn
Yes,
the
I
door.
will do that.
Roll me the spell. Roll me the spell and roll me a dex check.
Okay. Here's the spell.
Are you gonna cast it through the gaps?
Yeah,
Yeah, through the gap.
sheet of flame. Roll me a dex check, please.
And here is the dex check.
I'm gonna roll a dex check as well, but I'm gonna roll with disadvantage.
12.
12. Okay, that's perfect.
I
You
will-
avoid burning the rope. They roll on disadvantage, however, so the 20 doesn't count. So they roll the 5. Yeah, they're gonna take they're gonna take how much?
8.
8 damage on both. Yeah, they this like thin sheet of red color flame, like almost like you're waving cloth out of your hands, just like flows through the gap in between, and it just like you smell this like smoke, and you suddenly hear them going like this like screech as they like scramble their arms and they try to like pull it back, and like no, instead of scrambling to open the door, they're scrambling to pull their arms back instead to like run away. As you smell like seared flesh as the arms just like disappear through the door, and you hear like just like run away from the door. Meredith, you have full control of the door now, and you tie it back down.
Yes.
Nice.
It's tied up.
All that's left in front of the door is literally like some scorch marks against the stone doorway, and on the floor what looks
Oh,
like
it's a stone door.
Yeah, stone doorway and a wooden door. Down on the floor is all you see is some seared chunks of flesh and blood.
Very rotten.
Yeah.
Like very foul smelling. They're not really rotten as much as they're like this odd discolored flesh with gray disease spotted skin.
She's
Alright,
used to
enough of
smell.
that. Are we going
Nerif,
to off?
roll me an Arcana check, please.
Arcana check.
Ooh.
Okay, so you remember this from like your studies and your knowledge, but the flesh of a ghast is actually quite valuable as a magical ingredient. It's got
Magical
poisonous
ingredient.
properties and undead properties. Yeah, it's got poisonous
I
and undead
see.
properties that's worth looking into.
Is
The
it
only
volatile?
problem is no, but the only problem is how you want to handle it because it is poisonous. So one wrong
okay.
touch and you're gonna aim for some bad stuff.
Looking at my gear now, I don't think I have anything that can.
Like Cecil asked,
that can help.
Nerif, what are you trying to do?
Okay, so you see me staring at the flesh, and I just tell you that, ghast flesh is actually fairly valuable as a reagent.
Oh,
If
really?
you can find a way to safely handle it, you could bring it back to sell.
Hey, isn't there out of character? Aren't there plates on the table?
There's some are shattered, and some aren't very shattered at all. You're like
Are you sh-
So can we
Well,
use the
um,
plates to sandwich
it's
the
not gonna-
gas?
It's not
If you
gonna.
have a proper container, you could bring some back.
Is there any containers?
I do not at this point.
no, but you're reminded that the person in the brown color leather armor, a pocket belt.
Ooh.
That's some belt with like pockets on them.
Does
He had a bandoila on
does
his
the
waist.
poison seeps through the leather belt, the pocket things?
You could try.
I conjure unseen servant. I
yes,
conjure
just-
unseen servant.
That takes 10
And
minutes.
I
though.
ask, yeah,
How long does an unseen servant last?
1 hour.
1 hour. Okay, perfect.
I think we're right.
Okay.
It's one action casting.
Yeah, just 6 seconds. Just whoop.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not
Pick it up.
ritual casting it.
I'm not
okay.
gonna ritual casting.
Oh,
We are
Lord.
saving time here,
Oh.
guys.
All right.
We're on a
let's go.
timer, guys. And then I handed the thing. I asked the servant, "Go take that thing," and then
Walks over and just
and
like
you see like some
scoops up,
floating.
yeah, just floating
Yeah, just
floating
floating.
gas flash basically.
Yeah, put it in that belt pouch there.
Okay. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, and I asked it to give me that belt pouch, and I put it safely somewhere in my pack. I guess.
Perfect. Yeah.
I got a pouch of gas flash.
Ghast flesh.
One pouch.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
One portion.
One portion.
One portion of
Gas flesh.
So I'm gonna mark that over there. On the map that you
Yes.
found on the bodies, there was an exclamation mark marking something. You don't really know what. It's marked in red color chalk.
Oh.
Oh.
I think that's
Maybe the shadow
that's a
monster
warning.
chased them from there.
Do we?
So,
Let's
by
go
the way,
and
guys,
check.
it is 10 past 12.
Oh yeah. Do you guys wanna?
Yeah, I wanted to ask, do you guys want to stop this here and continue next time?
I think that would be a good idea.
So much
Yeah.
cliffhanger.
I mean, it's great that we
Cliffhanger.
explored a part of the dungeon. I actually expected this was to like do parts of the dungeon over several sessions.
Oh,
Maybe like 2 sessions
Okay.
complete the dungeon, because you're definitely not gonna. I don't think you can complete this dungeon honestly with the time you're on,
No.
because it's very
Yeah.
very risky to go through the whole thing.
yeah, that's true.
Yep.
So I'm gonna,
Yep.
Yeah,
We are gonna stop it here for now. Pause.
it's also incredibly hard to keep time underneath.
Yep.
Underground, unless you have like specific equipment.
Mm.
So yeah,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna give you guys a rough estimate. You've probably been down here for like an hour by now.
So we have another
Okay.
2 hours.
Maybe like close to under an hour somewhere. yeah, you probably have like 2 more hours or so.
Okay.
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 In that case, I guess you guys can say goodbye to everybody watching.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you for watching.
All right. Goodbye, watchers.
Thanks for
Thank
watching.
you again for
We'll see.
watching Dunces and Dragons. How do we do this next time? There's gotta be protocol.
I don't know. Okay, we'll talk about that later, but thank you so much
We'll
for
talk about that
watching.
later.
Whenever this airs, and it will air, we are, as usual, your bumbling dungeoneers. Goodbye!